What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Conversations with King. We started a little bit late, 5 minutes, a little bit late because I'm trying to start early nowadays because I don't have to wait on anybody else anymore. Just want to say shout out to everybody that's in the room right now. Give a quick roll call to all the moderators getting busy. Shout out to Rasta Baby, we love you for real. Shout out to Little Boy Lensky, what's rocking. Shout out to Chris, what's rocking, Big Rock. Shout out to Tristan Draper, what's rocking. Shout out to Queen Nita for always coming early on time and setting the temperature. Shout out to you, and shout out to Mo. Mo, you didn't let me know if you need a wrench. Let me know, because I don't know if you want that. So if you want it, it's all yours, because you always support. Shout out to Mo, too. That's my twin right there. With that being said, today is going to be a night full of spiciness, truth, honesty. After this, I want everybody to go to On the Block with Jen, because her thing is going to be crazy. That is going to be crazy, and we're going to let it all hang out. And just for your entertainment, remember, everything stays on the YouTube streets. We don't bring it out to the real world. Nobody wants that problem with me. So, and not saying no tough guy stuff, but just nobody wants that problem because it's corny. You know what I mean? Let's keep it on the YouTube streets. You got jokes, you got jokes. If you don't got jokes, then that's it. You get roasted. Also, at the end of the day, let's keep it real. Let's not go at the ladies. You know what I mean? We can say our opinions about the ladies, but let's be respectful. And the ladies, if y'all go at the men, just know that men have feelings too, and not every man's gonna react like me. They might come back and lash at you like they're flowers. So please, just observe the room, observe what's going on. But with that being said, I want everybody to show love. Shout out to Mr. O is just living. Brother, we gotta arrange where you do a show after mine, because in the beginning, we want to make sure it's the subs go to your page afterwards. With that being said, I'm going to make an announcement on Jen's page about how I'm doing things now, moving to 2022, in regards to how I'm going to be helping others, because I might not be helping others. It seems like everything I do, people do what they do, and forget how they got there or who supported them. So we're going to change up the structure just a little bit more. We're restructuring. I've been saying this for the last month. I am restructuring. 2022 is going to be new and improved. With that being said, I need you to turn the likes up. I need you to share this page. It's going to be a beautiful show. I'm waiting for other people to come in. If they don't come in, it's cool, because what happens is I'm my own man. I get it done regardless. So at the end of the day, we want people to come in and share our thoughts and make sure they know what's going on with the show. Before we go on, let's drop a shout out to all the sponsors. First and foremost, shout out to Ripple, who forever has been holding us down. Ripple, please go to the ripple.com and also put this the Ripple King discount. You get 15% discount. Please support. They've been supporting me since day one, and I don't know. I mean, one of the first people to get sponsorships before they even got monetized. You can learn something. I'm going to teach you how to do that. Matter of fact, I was going to show you for free, but I'm seeing that no one respects it unless you charge them. People don't respect you unless you put a price on it. They don't treat you right unless you got a price, right? So that's what we're going to do. I was trying not to be like the lady attorney and Anton and do this, but they actually got a point. Yeah, I don't respect it until I put a price on it. That's why Louis, Valentino, and YSL Hermes is what they are, because they put the price on it. When you give people freedom, I don't appreciate it. So please go and support Ripple, the Ripple King discount. Please go and support. With that being said, my other sponsor, Loving Life Through the Eyes of Travel. Loving Life Through the Eyes of Travel. And those who support these books, let me know that you copy these books so I can give you something else for free. I appreciate y'all for supporting this. For real. Also, if you haven't yet, join the King's Court. Every month, $10 fee. I'm not going to hit you in the head, $25 a pop or whatever. $10 fee, because what happens is we drop exclusive content that you can't get anyplace else but here. Also, with that being said, if you are a person that likes my brand and likes my show, go to the bonfire.com store, Conversations with King. It definitely has some fly hoodie shirts for men and women. The logo and everything was designed by Terry. She actually is a real designer in New York City, worldwide actually. Designed for many of your celebrity friends, and also big time, how can I say, big time fashion houses. I don't want to say too much, and jewelry houses as well. So please go and support her. Also, she did the logo for my. She did my whole brand management in regards to logos, designs, and everything. So you see, I'm looking a little bit clean right now. If you see my logo and everything, it's fly. So with that being said, I appreciate everybody for supporting me. Get the likes up, get the subscribers up, and also remember, Conversation King, Conversations with King is the best show on YouTube, hands down. The replay value is sick, and when you go back, if you could move away the ignorance, the laughter, the jokes, you will always get a core gem. Shout out to everybody that's associated with the network, the channel. Shout out to On the Block with Jen. Shout out to Mr. Always Living. Shout out to Juana Chica, the mother. Shout out to Hef. Shout out to who else? Who else we got a show with? Who else we got a show with that we pumping and we promoting and we showing love? Shout out to the entire garden. Everybody that comes to the garden, I show love to, but you know the channel is different from the garden. The garden, when we were all cool and we still congregate. One thing about us, we all go on a war. We go on our separate ways, but one thing I respect is that we all go to the same Facebook page, right? We all go to, and we still don't hate, and we don't stop everybody from promoting whether they agree with it or not. And that's what the garden is. The garden is a meeting place of minds. Some people want to promote the Christian thing. I had to pause. Some people want to promote the black militant thing. I had to pause. Some people want to promote the truth. Some people want to promote whatever they want to promote. We appreciate you. The garden's where we meet up at. Everybody here has, I don't want you to choose sides. I want you to go where you want to go, but understand, I'm always going to expose. I'm waiting for someone to expose me and not play with my words, but expose me. Show me that I'm not who I am. Please, I'm begging for that day to come. Other than that, I want to say thank you. Thank you so much. With that, shout out to Terry. Terry keeps it rocking. April Carter, what's up, what's up, what's up? Shout out to Mrs. Dean and her entire beautiful family. I'm talking about Suhan. I'm talking about Celine. I'm talking about Jihan, the entire beautiful Dean family. Willie Dean is a man of man. He is the quintessential man that most people should emulate if they want to be a family man, if they want to be a man that totally sacrifices his whole life for his family. He's an amazing dude. Go and get his book too. It's called Love by Willie Dean on Amazon. If you don't mind, please go and support him. He's a great dude. He deserves everything he has, and he will get more. That peppermint tea. I don't know. Everybody's catching COVID and the flu. I just got a little draft right here by this thing, and I got to change the filter on my heat. You know, I got central heat and AC. I got to change the filter, but the guy's not here. I forgot to call him during the day, but it's all right. I control my heat from my phone and everything. You know, I'm just flexing right now. Love Boy Lansky, what it do? Everybody get their drinks ready because I want to get spicy. I want to go crazy, and we're gonna put the link up. Those who want to come up, please come up. Please come up. We want y'all to come up. We want y'all to show love. And also, remember, we're not doing this for free. We appreciate all donations. I have to keep this lifestyle going. Y'all don't want me to get married. I can't get married if I can't take girls on dates. If I can't feed these women, they don't want to be with me. But at the end of the day, whatever you donate, whether it's $1, $5, or whether it's $25, or one person donated $500, I want to say thank you, because what happens is you believe in the value of time. And you know this is not easy. You could be easily spending money outside or spending money on yourself, but you decide to show me love, and I appreciate that. And you know that you're getting anything you want to ask me about the truth, the harsh truth about yourself, about how I really perceive things. I'm here. Talk to me. Talk to me. With that being said, oh wow, shout out to Renitra Matthews. Oh wow, shout out to her. Yes, I like that. Thank you for that donation. I'm going to buy, because of you, I'm going to buy. Shout out to all the people that, you know, we don't want to abuse pets, but I'm buying me a fur coat because that's how much money she gave me. Shout out to Renitra. Please, thank you. Shout out to Renitra. You know, sometimes I'll be so grateful for everything because I know you don't have to do it. And because you do it, you will be blessed. Why would you be blessed? Because at the end of the day, When you give without wanting something back, this is when the universe gives you more. You know what I'm saying? Oh, shout out to the lawyer. The lawyer's in the building. I thought she forgot about me with her beautiful self. Hello. Um, if you remember, we had a lawyer, beautiful black lawyer who has helped many and also, taught a lot of young men the consequences of living in New York City, particularly the Bronx, which is one of they say the state Rikers and feds within New York is the biggest populations from the Bronx, particularly New York State. Then comes actually not just Brooklyn, Brownsville. It's the craziest shit. It's the craziest thing. And I just want to say she's a dope woman, and I'm so glad she made it today. We're gonna bring her up after I give a shout out to Renitra. Thank you, Shanitra, for your donations. And I want to make sure I got your name on here because maybe you don't want me saying your real name. But I got it through that place, so that's why I have to do it like this. You know what I'm talking about. So shout out to Renitra. Yes, you got that right. I mean, your family. Don't ever forget that, Mrs. Dean. I can't wait till y'all come to New York and we get the party. And I can't wait. Oh man, I think me and Suhan and Celine gonna have a dance off. They're not ready for me. They're not ready for me. Yes. Just Tristan said, just make me a billionaire. And all I need is for you to help me get into your NYU or Columbia. I handle the rest. I can't. Maybe not NYU, but maybe Boston College and Columbia. We could talk about that. With that being said, let me write her up. And I want everybody that's on the panel to, whoa, hello, Miss Sting. Hello, Miss Sting.
Hello.
I just want everybody to know, next we like literally, we like 13, 14 days from a new year. We got 2 weeks left. I want everybody to really count your blessings. Shout out to 100 watts, man. Shout out to you, 100 watts. You. I don't want to put no divide and conquer, but you that dude. You that dude, 100 watts. I don't want to do that. Shout out to your pops for being gracious enough, because I didn't know I was talking about him. And then when I found out, I was like, I had to apologize. I apologize. Um, but with that being said, um, 2 more weeks to New Year's, and we want to be extremely grateful. People didn't make it. There's a new COVID. This. I'm talking about the Omicron. I think it's the Omicron one variant now. People are getting sick. New York is having an epidemic. If we go through another shutdown, people don't have jobs. There's no PPP. There's no unemployment. So count your blessings. There's a purge going on in LA. We are alive. We're here. You're in your crib. You're drinking. You're relaxing, and we're enjoying each other. And we're here to entertain you. And also, more than entertain you, we're here to educate you and inform you about the things that are going on right now. Nikki,
Yes.
Queen Glow, Queen Glow, how was your evening? Talk to me.
So far so good. Do you hear a echo?
No, you sound perfect.
Okay, just checking.
Garden, do you hear echo? Does the garden have echo? I ain't gonna front. I do miss Chef doing the garden proverbs, because it gave me time to get set up, and at the end, but we could do without, and I think I got a good replacement today for it. I got a great replacement for the garden proverbs. You're going to love this. Hopefully, I remember. Right? Tizzy, I don't know what Chef is, but you know his page. You could go. So what's up? Queen, go talk to me.
Nothing much. Friday, made it through another week.
Mhm.
Shalom. If
Shalom.
y'all celebrate the Shabbat.
Yes.
Um, so it's good. It was a good week. I made a couple dollars today. Some of my clients actually came through with the bag today. I mean, it was better late than never. So
Hello.
it was a good day.
Right. Good day. Good day. So next year, you got 2 more weeks. How are you going to end the year? Are you going to cut people off like I did, or are you going to decompress, relax, and be grateful?
Well, I don't really have anybody to cut off. I don't really keep uh, you know, dead ends hanging around. So I don't
Mm,
really
okay.
have anybody to cut off.
Hmm.
So I think I'm just going to be focusing on just trying to be more positive, trying to elevate, trying to really work on my procrastination. That needs to go. I need to leave procrastination.
Can I ask you a question before we start our topic? Um, how can I say this? You are successful in your own right. You went to a lot of prestigious schools. You work hard. How did you get that far procrastinating though? That's kind of weird.
Here's the thing though. I do my best work under pressure. So I don't know if I'm making myself procrastinate so that I can really focus the night before it's due and get it
Right.
done. Like if I have a project and I have 2 weeks to do it, it's like I cannot do it until 40. I can't even like start until 48 hours before it's due. And then I'll get an A on it.
Right.
But I just can't even muster up the will to do anything until it's like I'm under the gun.
Mm. Okay.
So that's how I've been able to still really like prosper, even though I procrastinate because
Right.
I'm pressure prompted.
Right.
So it turns out well in the end, but it's just a
Right.
lot of stress in that 48 hours that I could have spread out over 2 weeks.
Wait, you know what? I want to say shout out to everybody. Um, how can I say this? You need to write a book about how to prosper by procrastinating. Everybody will love you for that book. For real, because I think everybody could attest to me. Everybody in the garden who procrastinates but still succeeds. A lot of people, and they don't know why. And I think you should definitely write a book about that.
I'm
Um,
gonna keep that in mind.
yeah, because prosper by procrastinating. That's like a good title. You just
But
pick.
I don't want to encourage people to
Um,
continue the
but that's
procrastination.
the title. That's the title, right? And we understand the psyche of it, right? And then figure out how we could break that or do better. But that's dope. That's dope. Um, so with that being said, we have a title today. It's called "Pros and Cons of Dating Somebody with a Past." And I'm so glad you're here, Nikki, the Queen Glow. Um, I want us to talk about the things that people encounter in the dating world, right? And one of the things in the dating world, people tend to check up on people's resume, right? And the only reason why I'm jumping into this now, I'm not going to the freestyle Fridays where we talk about everybody because I'm trying to save everything for Jen's show, which comes on at 9 o'clock. It's going to be epic. It's going to get to the point that people are going to try to beg to come on the panel, and we can't let you up unless we pay because we're going to reveal so much. We're going to say so much, and it's stuff that people can't come back from.
Are y'all gonna be over there showing out?
Yeah, we're gonna
Oh,
definitely show up, but I'm doing it from an educational standpoint. And it's funny thing is Jen is smarter than me, way intelligent, more educated than me, but she when she let go, she let goes.
hmm.
So it's like it might get crazy, but
Oh, well, I'll be tuning in.
yeah, definitely tune in. Definitely tune in. I just hope everybody's ready for this. I just hope they ask for it, so they want it. Got to give it to them. Like I said, no disrespect to the Night Hall. Shout out to 100 Watts. I respect you, but no one, no people only respect empowerment and consequences. So if you
Ooh,
can't help somebody or you can't punish somebody, they're never going to respect you.
wow,
Unfortunately.
that's a word.
That's unfortunately. So what we're gonna do is make sure they relocate to Twitter. We're gonna make that show relocate to Twitter or
How
Zoom.
you how you evicting people from YouTube?
I don't own YouTube. YouTube is owned by a white man, right? It's owned by a white man. He put it under I think Meta, right? Zuckerberg.
Wait, is Facebook and YouTube the same? No, I think YouTube is
Different?
Google. I think
I think they're different, right? I don't know. I know that
Meta
white.
is Facebook.
I don't know. I'm monetized, so I know I get a check cut by a white man,
Oh, okay.
right? So what I do is like I went to Columbia in BC, was started by a white man. What do you want me to do, right? What we should do is start schools by us. And most of these schools, like Morehouse, wasn't started by black men either. That was started by a white man.
Yeah.
Let's get this correct. Like let's not play ourselves. Let even the schools, the most prestigious schools, were started by an HBCU by a white man, named after a white preacher. Morehouse is a white preacher. Let's get this correct. However, we have the power and the resources now to start our own. We could go back to Africa, Ghana, where I'm from, Edway tribe. We could start over again. I love that too. But while we here, we're not here to make this grow. We're here to extract as many resources from them and start our own. So
Yeah.
I came to get monetized from this white man's YouTube. I came to get educated by Columbia and BC and help my community. That's what I'm doing. I'm Robin Hood.
Right.
I'm Robin Hood. I'm not here to talk. You understand what I'm saying? It's a difference between me and a lot of people.
I feel you.
I don't say I'm militant. I say I'm a millionaire. It's a difference, right? You stay militant, I stay a millionaire. That's it. And we figure out later. I need you. I need you to work for me too. So don't worry about it. I got a job for you too. All right. With that being said, catch everybody, catch Tiz up. No disrespect to the catch Tizzy up with what's going on, or tell them to do the replays. I'm sorry, I got to work on my clips. I don't know if Danique Anthony want to do any clips for me anymore, man. I like him, man. I wish he would. The last two clips was actually created by him, and it was dope. But I was slow to put them up because I actually have a day job. I actually am an executive director of an organization. Believe it or not, a lot of people don't know my duality or triality. What about quadality? Is that a word? Multiple
You
personality?
can make one up.
Make one up. Shout out to you, Nikki. You look amazing tonight. All right.
Thank you.
With that being said, thank you, Chris, for keeping him up to date. Get everybody in. We're about to start this, and we're going to talk about. And please join in. Put the call ins. We need people to come in and give the input. Because you're a life coach, shout out to Knowledge and Relationships. We love you, brother. Everybody in the Bay Area, respect is due. Nikki, do you judge men that you date by their past?
Okay.
And keep in mind, you're a lawyer, so I'm going to ask you other things associated with that. All right?
Yeah. Okay. Yes, but I want to be clear. I think people misunderstand what judgment is. I think people confuse judgment and condemnation. So I can judge you based on your past, because if I'm just meeting you and I don't know you, the only measuring stick I have to gauge who you are is what you've already presented until you show me something else. So yes, I can judge based on your past, but I'm not here to condemn anybody based on their past. So for me, when I say judge, that just means like take note. Okay, I'm aware of this fact, I'm aware of this information, I'm aware of this, and based on that, what conclusion am I coming to until this person shows me something else, if there is something else that they plan to show me.
Okay, so we're gonna walk with you, and I'll do this king's court, this king's kingdom, and I want you to break it down for us. When does the judging begin? Does it begin when you look at their Facebook page or their Instagram and you start casting your own judgment? Because if you make an assumption about somebody, because lack of a better term, I don't have a good term right now, and you don't like it, does the judging begin at first sight? And then what makes you say, I don't want to go any further, and I do want to go further from social media standpoint?
Well, yeah, as soon as I see something, I think it's natural. As soon as I am presented with information, I can't unsee what I see. So yes, I'm having a reaction to what I see. Yes, I'm taking note of what I see as soon as I see it. But it's kind of like, a scale. Like I see something that looks shaky. Okay, the scale tip a little bit this way, but then I see this and that looks good. It tilt this way. But if it's just tilting all the way over here, like the seesaw is all the way upside down, I don't really know if there's coming back from that. And then there's some things that just are not, you cannot come back from. Like don't even return to sender.
Okay, so social media, you see a nice picture that you like, but his caption is off. So you see a man that's attractive. What would a caption say that would make you say, you know what, I'm judging him, and I don't even want to move forward to find out more about him? Like an old picture. We talking about the past. You see, you scrolling down.
Okay, so this is a post from 85 weeks ago.
80, yeah, because you want me to go all the way down sometimes.
I Inspector Gadget. Okay,
right, you go all the way down. Right. So
I
want to know what picture from the past on social media is going to make you say, I can't deal with you.
One of those pictures where you decided to have all of your rubber banded money spread out over a mattress with no sheets.
You are funny.
And you got your extended clips laying next to the spread out money.
Wow.
With the ski mask in the corner.
That's an indictment. That's an indictment. That's not a. Wow. Okay. Can you give me something less?
Listen, people be doing
Yeah,
that, and
but
it's
less, less,
grown
yeah,
people.
less embracive. I never did. I could never something less embracive.
Something less like I don't like when people when I can see too much from social media.
What do you mean?
Like when it appears that you do not have a line or boundary of privacy, when it's like, did the whole world need to know that? Like I should know that because I don't know you.
Okay, so how far ago? Like, okay, it's 4 weeks ago, and he has a picture of him. Okay, I tend to do this.
Hmm.
I have an IG story, so that's usually ends in 24 hours, right? But say I have a picture of me kissing a girl on the cheeks,
I'm not gonna because I don't know who that girl is. I don't know the context,
right?
but it's just like, no, noted. But
Right,
I'm not jumping to any conclusions from that. Just
right.
noted.
Okay,
For future discussion.
me, 4 weeks ago, you see a picture of me grabbing a girl's hair. You just see the hands and the hair,
I don't like it.
and that's so you're gonna say no. That's an
I'm
old,
not
it's
gonna
an
say
old picture.
no, but we're tilting.
Okay, why? You don't want to find out what that's about, or
Because I'm like, what are you like what are you communicating with that? And why are you communicating that to the entire world?
because people like me. For me, I'm in the moment, right? I'm a lover
Hmm.
of the moment, right? I don't worry about yesterday, and I'm not
So why are
concerned.
you inviting the entire universe into your moment?
But I'm not concerned about yesterday, and tomorrow is not here, right?
Hmm.
So in the moment, and sometimes because of I don't take a lot of pictures, so I always want to capture the moment. One of my biggest regrets traveling where I didn't take enough pictures. So when I feel a moment, I capture it. Not every moment, but something intimate, but not raunchy, but it alludes to being raunchy. I'm going to capture the moment. Um,
I'm all for capturing the moment.
right.
My issue is, why do you feel the need to share that special moment with everybody?
Um, I mean that it's just no real answer to it, but it's just I'm proud, right? I'm happy, right?
Hmm.
The same reason why a woman might wear an outfit, save an outfit to go to an event. You could wear that beautiful outfit in your crib. No one has to know you're happy with it. So why you want to show the world your new shoes and your outfit for, right? Not to objectify a woman. I don't want to objectify a woman, but
Hmm.
why not?
Okay, so I'm gonna take what you said.
Right,
Basically, you said if I post a picture of me in my outfit and I'm out at this event and I'm looking good, basically I'm stunting for the gram,
right,
right?
right,
So then in reverse, if you feel the need to post a picture of you grabbing some girl's ponytail, it's like you're stunting for the gram with something that might be deeply personal.
right.
So why?
I wouldn't say stunting for the gram. I'm saying this is a benchmark of what I was happy with, right?
Okay,
You might say it's stunting. Now, to me, it's a benchmark. Where no one carries a Polaroid anymore, right?
true.
All you have is a phone. Now you're saying why you don't keep in your photos and why you posting them
Right.
on IG or your Facebook. Well, sometimes we want to let the world we know that we're happy, right? And also it's advertisement for me with that. Look, I made her happy, right? Do you want to be the next one happy too? That's on you, because we happy over here, right? When I had my last roommate, I don't want to say girlfriend. When I had my last roommate, we, in no respect due to, I don't want to disrespect her. I used to post her every time we went out to a date and stuff, right? And she never really posted too much like that, right? Unless she looked good, unless she was feeling it. But I just love
Right.
posting up because now I could look back and like, damn, I had a good time with her. I had a great time with her. I'm glad I'm not with her, but I could see where I've been, what I did, and also it's like it helps me not make the same mistakes,
I hear you. I don't
right?
have a problem with we out to dinner and you post a picture. That's cool.
So
It's
what?
the nature of like the subject matter of the photo
Right.
being posted in public would be my issue.
Okay. 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 Shout out to M3 baby. What's up, Bay Area? Talk to me. Talk to me.
Thank you, King. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can
Uh,
hear you.
all right, thank you. Conversation with King, and salute to you, Miss Nikki.
Hi,
I
nice
just
to
want,
meet you.
no problem. Thank you. I just want to just hop in real quick because I saw the topic and I was like, yo, man, this is pretty hot right now and spicy.
Right.
So one, like, definitely salute, get the likes up. My personal opinion. when it comes to judging someone, like, based off their past.
Mm-hmm.
You have, I mean, we all do this. We all like judge a person, wherever it's subconsciously or if it's consciously. The
Right.
thing is, okay, it's the way how you judge that person, and it's up to you how you pretty much react and respond, and how you
Mm-hmm.
treat that person.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody has like a past,
Right.
and especially like in the younger years.
Right.
No one's never perfect. We all have done stuff that we wasn't supposed to be doing,
Right.
in our lifetime. But as time goes by, or certain life events,
Mm-hmm.
we kind of mature.
Mm-hmm.
But see, the problem is, right, and I'll just speak on, like, on the men's side.
Right. Hold
So,
on, don't give up too much game now.
okay,
Because
okay, you know what?
we
Yeah,
want to break it down. Like we want to break. You're giving too much game. We want to break it down. We were starting with the
mhm,
social media, right?
right, yeah.
A lot of women been telling me
Hmm.
that they didn't even deal with a man because she did not like what he posted. One of the flowers in the garden said pictures in front of cars.
Mm.
Taking a picture in front of cars. Women don't like that. What's going on? How do you feel about that, M3?
Okay. Honestly, to me as a guy, like, when I see other dudes, like, they post like their pictures like with their cars, sometimes maybe at the moment they brought a car or they renting one, and so they're feeling like the moment, like it's like a certain type of high. Like, I remember when I had like my first, like, nice cars, and I was so tempted just to like try to post on social media. But however, I know that some people, they could envy or they could look at things in a different type of way. Now, for the way how women would probably look at men, because they're probably so used to other men showboating and try to flex like with their fancy rental cars and all that, they probably looking at you like, oh, okay, he's just trying to like to show off. He's just trying to impress. He probably don't even have that type of stuff, but he wants people to, like, think that he has it all.
Right.
So sometimes it's that pessimistic like type of like vibe that you always like just have, because based off like the men that you chose poorly, and that's not for all, but that's probably for some that probably went through that experience.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, in other words, you can't fool me by what you're trying to show off.
Right. You know what's crazy? Here's the thing. First of all, shout out to Ebony for that generous donation. Ebony, I swear, you're the reason why I'm gonna buy me another presidential rollie. I'm thinking about white gold. They got this new one anniversary one that's 81,000. I can't afford that, but I'm gonna get me another one that's worth 40, 38. So the date 40, we're gonna get the presidential one. All right. We appreciate you for that generous donation. But what I want to say is I have a picture on my YouTube, Kinghormeku. If you go all the way down, it's a picture of me in my graduation gown, graduating from Columbia University. That's a picture of me flexing and showing off.
No,
Yes, it is. It's flexing.
no,
It's
no.
flexing. What you
That's
think is
different.
flexing?
It's different
What's the
How
difference?
is it?
because
It's the same
that's not
model of
like
car and a rollie, maybe more.
that is you documenting and celebrating and sharing with your family, your friends, your circle, your accomplishments. That's like a look, ma, I did it
Mm.
picture. That's not like it's not fake and corny. That's like I am kind of marking in my timeline a big accomplishment in my life, something that I worked for, something that I sacrificed for. That's not me just trying to be, I don't know, when I see men taking pictures in front of cars, like repetitive, like, okay, if it's just one or two pictures, fine. But sometimes it's just like picture after picture after picture. It's corny and it gives me almost like, it's like a girl. Like,
Okay, okay.
oh, look at me, look at me, look at me. It's like not attractive.
Oh,
It's
hold on,
like,
hold on. Say again. I'm sorry. Say again.
Mhm.
Say that over again. Say the last sentence again, because I might have to make that a clip. Go ahead. Say that again.
it feels like you're acting like a woman, like a girl, like a woman, like you know how girls want men to think that they're attractive, and so you take pictures and you put them up, and it the purpose of the picture. Yes, you feel good about yourself, but let's be for real.
Right.
You want to know that your man or men find you attractive as well.
Right.
For a man to be constantly posting pictures of
Mm.
cars and things like that, especially if it's not your car, it just gives off kind of like a childish, like, oh, look at me over here, look at me, like a desperate for attention kind of vibe. And it's
Right.
like, I don't want the guy who has to say, look at me to make people look. I want the guy who shows up and people are just looking.
Right. But I'm saying to you, I literally put up a picture of me graduating from Columbia to flex.
Okay.
I was actually flexing. I put up pictures of me traveling the world to
That's
flex.
Flexworthy.
Oh, okay.
Kay, do you mind if I say something after you?
Yeah, okay, hold on. Let me get you in there. And also, before we do, let's read what On the Block with Jen says. She says, why do people give 101 excuses for wanting attention and validation? Whatever you don't want either for you will not post. If you post it, you want eyes on it. I totally agree. Totally agree. Okay, what do you have to say, brother? Talk to me.
Okay, I'm just going to ask this one last question before I have to go. But Nikki, it's the reason why you look at these type of things, right, as opposed to validity and flexing when it comes to education versus like, oh, you just posting like car pictures. I understand that you said like it's kind of girly. So my question is it because you're looking at a woman's type of lens? Because like what comes to my mind is that women usually when they're around like with a guy that has like those type of materials, or sometimes when they're trying to flex, how sometimes they'll show their butt off, or they'll be in a bikini and then they'll post like in front of like a luxury type of car. And maybe that's probably as a woman's lens, like, okay, I know what it feels like when a woman's trying to flex, so that man is emulating what a woman's doing, so that's not cute.
Why is a man emulating what a I don't.
Because because you said like it's girly, so that's why I'm trying to I'm trying to get an understanding. I ask you a question. Is that's the way how you're looking at it? Like, okay, because women tend to do the same thing. So if a man is flexing his cars or whatever, you don't find that attractive because of what you probably see like in other women do. You know what I mean?
I don't know. It's just because I feel like if you really got it like that, you don't have to work that hard to do the whole come look, pay attention. Like I don't. I'm. It's unattractive for a man to just be so overtly attention seeking. It's like do something that's flex worthy. And you standing by a bunch of rented cars, you just look like a clown.
Okay, I get that part. Let me ask this one last question, and I promise I'll be done, King. Right?
I got you, brother.
Oh, okay, so now what if, right? If this man, okay, is flexing his cars, it's because he owns it. It's because he's already successful. Like King, for example, yes, like in the eyes of like someone that's watching somebody that's graduated like on stage, he has his achievements, that's pretty much commendable. But now, like, okay, King is doing bigger things. Now he got something. It's like, I'm just using for example, King, but now he has like so much things that's going on.
Right.
He could afford to get those cars.
Right.
We don't know like a person's upbringing. Maybe they came down from the bottom and they worked their way up, so they feel like, hey, I've earned it. This is my first baby that I'm buying, the Maserati or whatever.
Right.
I said one or two is fine. If it's the day you purchased it, you excited, like, hey everybody, look, I just purchased a Maserati. It's Tuesday. I'm posting it up here on Tuesday. Cool. But if it's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, it's kind of like, okay, we see you got the Maserati, but what else do you have? You're telling me that that's all you got, and you staking your whole claim to worthiness on the fact that you were able to purchase a Maserati. It's kind of like if a woman, I don't know, you guys tell me from a man's perspective, if you go to a woman's Instagram and the only thing she got up there is the thirst trap, she don't have no picture of her graduating from nowhere. She don't have no picture of her starting no program or doing any community service anywhere. Only picture she have is TNA. Is that kind of like, aren't you at some point like, okay, we get it, and now what?
Now what?
Yeah.
Okay. With that being said, I want you to stay on this screen because what happens is you said a term, and I think you might have to copyright it, trademark it. Actually, trademark it. It's called Flexworthy.
Yeah.
That's yours. You heard it first. So Nikki, Flexworthy. You said there's certain pictures from a man's past that's Flexworthy. Because we're talking about a past. We're talking about dating people
Right.
and who have a past, right? And which the first thing topic we're talking about is social media past, right? Before we get into the whole sexual past, criminal past, right? What is Flexworthy? Late flowers in the garden. Tell me what is Flexworthy. The rocks in the garden. Can you type? Let me know what are certain Flexworthy things you can post on the gram. And is it based on social economic stratification? Basically, if a girl's from the hood, she likes the cars and the money being posted. But if she's educated like you, she wants you to talk about flex your third degree or your yacht in Santorini, whatever. You're right, or trips to Amalfi Coast, right? What is Flexworthy? It's subjective, but give me some general things that's Flexworthy. I'm waiting for you, Glow.
Oh, I thought you was in the chat. I was
No,
waiting. Okay.
I'm waiting for chat too. We can wait, but we want to
Some
know that
people-
this time. Let's talk to me. Tell me what you think.
Okay, Flexworthy.
You said me donating an opinion to my mother.
Things that are meaningful, things that are lasting, things
Oh,
that.
what about properties? If that, because I see a lot of young boys standing in front of properties and condos.
Yes.
That's showing off.
That's showing off. I'm building something. I'm creating something.
Okay.
I'm developing something. Not just I have a car and now I feel like, this car can make up for whatever else that I'm lacking.
Right.
It's like, look at what I'm doing. Look at my progress. This is my first property. This is my second property. This is my third property, which to me is different than just me standing in front of a car on every picture.
Yeah, it's like the ambition. Like you're seeing like their journey step by step.
Right.
And you're seeing like how far this person is progressing.
And it also might be advertising for whatever property management company or whatever business that they have. Posting those pictures might have a legitimate business purpose.
Yeah, that I definitely agree to that part.
Which to me is different than just.
Yeah.
Okay, so anything that shows growth or development, is Flexworthy.
Yes.
Okay.
That's an accomplishment. Like.
Also, trips are not Flexworthy.
No, trips are Flexworthy.
Okay, what type of growth does that show? Besides cultural capital, increasing.
Listen, there was a time when I didn't have no passport stamps.
Right.
You best believe I was posting. Look.
Okay.
Out of Pennsylvania. You know what I mean? So
I get it. Okay. What is men? What is Flexworthy for women?
Yeah.
What is Flexworthy for women? Let me see. What is Flexworthy for women? M3. If you look at her social media page, what do you want to see in her past?
What do I want to see in her past?
What is Flexworthy? To me, I just like how they look, how the dress is like.
I mean, that's all I could really say. It's really simple.
My goodness.
We like the curves, like we like the style, the clothes that they wear. A nice, good smile. Like, I mean, somebody in the chat said like, I think it was Linsky who said this, but when a woman's posting her doctorate or like her master's degree or whatever, you'll get like so little likes, but as soon as you start showing off like the assets, then the likes go all the way up. And unfortunately, like I'm not gonna cap, like I kind of agree. So sorry,
from
Nikki.
a man's perspective, what y'all want to see is the physical.
No, I don't want to see the physical. I want to see the sensuality, right? And some women are able to show their sensuality through their physical, right? And some women know how to show their sensuality through decoration, through art. I look for sensuality. That's what I look for. It just so happened the woman, most of the time online, you see most people show their sensuality through their sexuality. I'm looking for sensuality. However you show it, let me see it. Is it a picture of a coffee mug and you facing up and then you can see the flower behind it? That's dope, right? Or maybe it's you with your boobs out. That's dope too. I see sensuality in everything.
So a woman posting up that she graduated from Columbia, is that Flexworthy for a woman?
That's fire, because it's like, okay, the old king was like, all right, I don't really got nothing to trump her with or impress her with. All right, let me see. Now I gotta find something else to say, okay, I got something on you. But the new king is like, okay, she matched my fly, right? She matches my fly.
Yeah.
That's what. But the old king is more so for competition. Like, okay, what can
Yeah.
I, you know?
I mean, it's commendable. You know, you'll say like, congratulations, and we'll put like a like, but it's different.
Right.
We're not
Well,
really into
thanks for
that.
being honest.
Yeah, I'm not going to sugarcoat, but I'm not trying to be like too like cutthroat about it. But
Right.
I'll just say like, you do you. You could still like um, have commendable pictures that could show that doesn't have to be like like I guess can I say the word like slut like?
Right.
Yeah. I'm just trying not to offend nobody by saying it, but
Suggestive.
yeah. But like I said, to the eyes, like we're just visual creatures,
Right.
Right.
Like men fall in love through the eyes, women fall in love through accomplishments, through the ears, what we're telling them. And so when they see the accomplishments that men are doing, that's what they're attracted to. They're not attracted to like all this like showboating and like the cars and all that. You
Right.
know, I mean, even though I asked you those questions earlier, but I just want to pick your brain because I just want to get an understanding.
I mean, I think some women are attracted by the cars and the showboating and stuff, but then that's a certain
It's
type of
subjective
woman.
still. You know what I mean? Yeah, I
Well,
get you.
to me, it's how can I say this? To me, I I think once again, flexworthy pictures in your social media accounts is totally subjective.
Hmm.
Depending on what type of woman you want to attract or what type of men you want to attract, you're going to post accordingly.
Right.
So we want to make sure that we post the right things because, like she said, like Nikki said, our famous and beloved lawyer and life coach, people are going to scroll all the way down, and they're going to make their own judgment
Yeah.
or assessment, either or assessment of you, and it's going to determine if they want to continue to get to know you better,
Right.
if you can enter into their DMs or not, or you can
And
talk to them
so
directly.
on that point, like when I'm talking about the seesaw going back and forth, like based on the pictures I see or just information that I learn about you
Good
from
night,
your message,
Aisha. That's
it's
what.
like I'm not gonna completely X anybody off unless it's something just egregious.
Mhm.
So, in the law, we have this thing called a rebuttable presumption,
Say
which
that
means
again, please. Rebuttable.
a
Rebuttable.
rebuttable presumption,
Okay.
which means there's a presumption. So if I see a certain type of picture, it may be presumed, oh, this is a showboat guy, he's going to be an asshole. That's the presumption based on
Mm,
what I'm seeing. But it's a rebuttable presumption.
right.
You will have the opportunity to rebut the presumption. So you can overcome the presumption, but
Right.
it'll be on you when we actually meet and I can actually have a conversation and learn more about you in person and get a vibe and a feel for you in person.
Right.
You can rebut the presumption or you can confirm I was right. He's a whatever, fill in the blank. So that's kind of how I look at it. It's like I look through the background and I see what's there and I take notes and then I have a rebut. But there could be a rebuttable presumption that you're a nice guy and then I meet you and you rebut that presumption. You're the
This is
jerk.
That's all
Jen.
opposite. Yeah.
Jen. I think I found another one. I think we found a star, Jen. I think we found a star, another star, Jen. Me and Jen be scouting. Um, rebuttable presumption. Did I
Yeah.
spell it right? I want to make sure I spelled it right. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is so real. Men, ladies, people look at your social media and come with their own rebuttable presumptions, and you have to basically you're when they talk to you, they're trying to prove if it's right or wrong. So they're not really holding your past against you or your past pictures. They're trying to see if it adds up to something they like or don't like. And I
Mm.
think that is super, super dope. Let's talk about. I don't know how long we got with you, M3. How long we got? It's over or
I could go for like at least one more minute. I just didn't want to just abruptly leave.
no? It's all right. It happens. If you it's okay. Shout out
Yeah.
to Bliss Me. Shout out to you. Shout out to Terry. Shout out to Simon. We appreciate you. Shout out to everybody that didn't get a chance to. So let's talk about. Shout out to Headhunter. Um. So let's talk about. You went back to social media. You're dating. You're from the same community, same neighborhood, maybe same school, maybe same Divine Nine circle, whatever it might be, and they tell you about their past, boyfriends and girlfriends, and you happen to know some of them, and you knowing some of them, essentially, you have your own preconceived assumptions about the ex-lovers. How do we deal with people that we don't approve of their ex-lovers?
Oh man.
Well,
Okay.
We don't approve of them.
So this is like within like your community of people, like your social circle, and you're dating somebody, but they know the person, but they like, hey, like she has a track record, like we don't approve of that.
Right, but you're dating this particular woman, and her ex-boyfriends are not on your level, and you like, I don't know about her. Right now, we're taking it from pictures to people that you don't agree with. And for Nikki, you got this guy who's pretty good, but his ex-girlfriend, the last 3 ex-girlfriends were hood rats. And you know we all hood rats, but they overtly hood rats. They're not even trying to keep it inside.
okay, now were they his girlfriends? Like those are the people like he was claiming he was really with them? Like that
It doesn't matter. Okay, if there a hierarchy, is it like you slept with hood rats, you dated hood rats, and your baby mother's hood rat? Is that a hierarchy?
I mean, just for me, like
right? Is that what's the hierarchy? Like
if the partner that you chose is a hood rat, the rebuttable presumption is going to be like, I'm not going to be for you. Because if you can sit up and
for those who don't know, 304 is the word you use. You don't use the HOE. You use 304 when you want to say in YouTube, they go 304 for those who don't know.
Oh, okay.
It means Mo.
If you just flip upside down.
Yeah, it means Mo. If you flip upside down. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Nikki. Were you still talking?
Yeah. Nikki?
Oh no, I'm just saying if your actual mate, like the person that you like, this is my woman, is a 304 or a hood rat.
Right.
I'm probably like no judgment on whatever life you're living, but the rebuttable presumption is going to be like me, my personality, my values, my conversation. It's not going to jive with what you're into. Like we're on different wavelengths.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would just say this before I go. You know, you are who you keep your company around.
Right.
What's up, Daryl? Salute, my brother.
Salute.
You are who you keep your company around.
Standing. Right.
Yeah. So like you are who you keep your company around. So I would say for a woman's lens, right? And you know, this is just my guess. Like, if a woman see a guy who had like a past like that where he was messing with 304s, like that would be like a red flag in her eyes. I would say.
Right.
For a man, I guess like if he meets a woman and she's been around with a lot of like, let's just say like drug dealers or a lot of dudes just be on the streets just going in and out of jail.
Right.
Like you will kind of see like, okay, well, why are you making these bad choices of men? You know, what was her relation like with her parents?
Right.
You know, did she had a good relationship with her father?
Right.
And if not, that's something to kind of take in consideration. How is she going to treat me as a life partner if she never had that intimate experience with her own father, or you having bad relationships with the men that you kept in the past? So, and I want to say like it's a big issue, but it's just something to really think about. Ultimately, the choice is yours.
Right.
Yeah. But thank you guys for having me on board. Like, you know, King, I definitely appreciate you a lot.
No,
sorry I have to go so soon, but thank you, my brother.
Thank you.
Hey, peace, M3.
Thank you, man. Peace to you, Daryl.
So can you answer Keisha Jonigan's statement or reply back to some people? You definitely don't want to go behind. Yikes for the streets. Oh wow, I saw your face, Dickie.
You know what's crazy, man, is some people are for the streets. Some people are for the streets, but that's all about how you evaluate that, right? Some men, I'm gonna look here. Some men can date a woman that has a, let's say, promiscuous past. Some cannot. I think it's all about your temperament, your maturity, mental maturity, your sexual maturity, and how like what kind of man are you really? How are you built? Because
Right.
from my understanding, you know what I'm saying, on some real, I'm gonna say real spill, or I guess I should say uncut now.
Right.
Um, that's funny, man. Anyway,
Uncut with Darren Long, his new page. Please go and follow. Thank you very much.
thank you,
We
I appreciate
support.
it.
Listen, no matter what you do, you can't stop the rain.
No, they can't stop mine, man. They tried to cut my water off. That was funny though.
That was cute.
That was funny, but I think that men got to really put themselves in a mental position to handle a woman before they do anything else. That's something that we was talking about earlier on Hanifa page. And I think a lot of men come into situations disingenuous. Me, one of the things that I do wrong, because we're talking about pros and cons of dating somebody with a past.
Right.
I am a single father now. I have 4 children, but I'm a single father. I call myself a single father because I have custody of my daughter. She lives with me 24/7. That's something that I think that a lot of men, they don't tell women about. They don't tell women. I've met women who say, I know him for like 2 months and I didn't know he had kids, or we became sexually involved and I didn't know that he had kids. And I think that's crazy because as a father, of course, my child is the most important thing in my life. You know, I want to date, but it's getting your viscer innards. That's the word I'm gonna say, right? It's getting the viscer innards worth, perpetuating something that I'm not. I think that's the hard part for a lot of people. For me, if a woman, was to be honest, hey, I used to be a stripper, right? Like let's use Cash Doll as an example. She just had a baby. She happy. You mean tell me she's not an asset? You know what I'm saying? Just a person who transitioned from dancing to music to being on screen. I think it is all about the hustle and what come with that person. That's my input.
Nikki, what do you feel about you don't want to come after certain people?
Yeah, like
Jen on the block. I don't know if it's true, Jen. You got to confirm if it's true. She said that Kim told Kanye to watch 30 times before she slept with him because he just came from the Amber Rose relationship. I don't know if that's true because on the block with Jen is funny, but how do you feel about coming after certain people?
well,
'Cause
it's
I
like
can't. It's one girl I can't have because she thought my ex looked like a bread. One of my girls I saw looked like a bread box, so she said I can't. I don't want to sleep with you ever.
not a bread box.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Okay.
Right.
For me, it's like some men out here just are completely ruled by their appetite for sex and they will take it anyway, anyhow from anyone. And it's like, depending on where you live or whatever neighborhood you're in, like everybody know, like we know what that is. Like, yeah, it's just kind of like it communicates to me that you have absolutely no discipline. Like you nasty. Like it, like just like my stomach turns just thinking about that. Like if that is what you will do, you'll do anything. And it's like, no.
Not
Hey,
90%
I
of men are
agree.
gonna sleep with people that you might not like. So what? Like
Listen, that's fine. We all have our choices. Aren't you the one who's saying there's an invoice for every choice?
you ain't lying. I do say that.
So
Oh,
if
shoot.
that's what you choose,
Right.
again, we're not on the same. You barely care
That
about
was
your
that was
like
5 years ago.
health.
Before I had money. That was 5 years ago. Now what?
I mean, if it was 5 years ago, again, you might have an opportunity to rebut the presumption. We're gonna have to.
Right. How can a man erase the woman that you know he messed with that you don't approve? How can we
You
change
don't
that?
have to. I'm not looking for you to erase her. Everybody have a past. What happened happened. Ain't nothing you can do about that. But like, I need to see where you are now. Do you have standards now? Can I tell in my conversation with you, you would still make that same choice today, or do you comport yourself in a way that I know that was you from 5 years ago. You are a different person with a different mindset, different goals, different standards for yourself today.
Okay, Darrell, I want to ask you a question. Mo says, do you think this is true and women should do this and men should do this? Keep your skeletons buried. I don't need to know who they are.
Um, you talking about like sexual stuff here, right?
Yeah,
And when she said that, like, let's put it into context. Are we talking about like, do I need to know every guy you ever had sex with? Is
yeah,
that what
like
you mean by
you never
skeletons?
need to know.
Do I mean I don't want to sit down and say, let's say, because we have a flower here on the panel now, right? Let's use a hypothetical and say, Nikki, if I'm coming at you, this is how I would move. I don't need to know, hey, Nikki, can you go over every single dude and relive every single
She's not
situation so
doing
that
it.
I can feel better about myself? To me, that's a waste of all of our times,
Right.
right? If I'm actually in my, if I'm actually a real man, let's just put it like that. If I'm a real man that's bathing in my masculinity, I don't really care. I genuinely don't care. What can you do for me now? And if we talking about in the terms of sexuality, I still ask the question, what can you do for me now? What experiences can you do for me now? I don't care about what happened in the past. Are you clean? Or like have you like were you healthy? That's what matters. And truth be told, at the end of the day, I find it the reason why I don't like dating women that are like virgins, et cetera, is because they are very inexperienced in the things that I enjoy sexually.
Hmm.
So I said this before, not trying to go too Virgo or whatever, but if a woman don't have like, like if she not able to like, damn, what's the right terminology? But if she can't deep that mother, like if she can't go down, if she can't do a lot of different things, I'm going to be unimpressed. I'm going to be unsatisfied, and I'm going to voice it and hope that it change. But
Right.
yeah, I think you get the point, man. No, to answer the question, no, I don't care about the past as long as you
Right.
was clean and healthy.
Okay. 100 Watt says, unless the female did something like smash my brother, most of the past don't mean anything. Keep it a being. What your own past look like? Hmm.
That's another thing. Facts.
Hmm. Um. Okay. Past. Past partners. We had a question a long time ago. One of the most famous questions from my show, Nikki Darrell.
Hmm.
One of the questions: what's worse,
Hmm.
a woman with 100 bodies in her resume, or with 3 baby fathers? Let's ask Nikki because we all answered, but we need you to ask this question. This is
Yeah,
like an
let Nikki
initiation
go.
question.
100
Yeah.
bodies.
Why is that worse than having 3 children by 3 kids by 3 different men?
Because you could legitimately have had real long-term, lasting, meaningful relationships with 3 different men. You could have been married to 3 different men. You could not have been married to and had meaningful, lasting relationships with 100 different men. That's just to me. That's crazy to me. 100,
Wow.
like you let 100 different people inside your temple, like ew. For
I
me,
have to agree. I gotta agree. And I'm pretty sure I said this on the first episode
Right.
that to me, a woman can fall in love or be in 3 relationships. And how we move in the black community, specifically in my city of Detroit, this is something that can happen to you, any day of the week. You can meet a woman who is working hard, a woman who has her own bag, but she's also a mother. Matter of fact, one of my favorite ones to use as a great example is Crystal the Dow. Her name is Crystal the Dow, and at the end of the day, she's extremely gorgeous.
Mhm.
I think that a woman who has 100 bodies, I think that there might be some insecure. Hey, shout out to burner account. I think there might be some some insecurities going on there. And I'm glad we got Nikki here because if I was to have this conversation with you behind closed doors, Nikki, I would say something like, "This woman was probably looking for validation in men." and taking
Yeah.
her clothes off was a easy way to get validation and to get the "you look beautifuls" and "I want to be with you" and whatever sweet nothings in her ear, just to get that validation. And I love translating music through conversation. Ti talked about this a few years ago in one of his songs about how it was a woman who she didn't care about having sex with men. She enjoyed the affection.
Right.
Though even though it was toxic, she loved the idea of having somebody lay up with her, somebody share physical and intimate time with her. She didn't care that it was toxic or not. And to me, that goes into what we were talking about the honey bodies. I think it's just insecurities, bro.
All right. Let me go down the list. I'm getting a lot of answers here. Hold on. Let me go down the list. This is crazy. This is crazy. People get real. Let me know when you're ready, Mr. O, so I can bring you back up. Um, Hold on. This is crazy. Um, Damn, I hate this right here. Here we go. I got it. Um, Mo says, I prefer a man that sowed his wild oats. I don't want an inexperienced man or late bloomer. I like that man got it all out in his system before me. Okay. But I think it's different for men, right? Men can have 100 bodies. Women don't care. Do they, Nikki?
I mean, if I
'Cause
could like
you know I got
build
100
my man from
bodies.
scratch, I wouldn't give him 100 bodies. But I
Right.
do think it's different
I think if
for
you count me
a man than a woman. And
and
that's, you know,
if you count me and Daryl's bodies, I think we're close to 2,000 right now. Me being 500, he has 1,500. Definitely, definitely, definitely.
okay.
Don't hide, don't
I
front,
mean,
don't
that's
front the
cool.
rest.
Uh,
I needed
Listen
to
now.
know that, but
All right, I'm joking. I'm joking. 100
okay.
Watt says nah. 100 Watt says nah. Them kids, you setting these kids up for failure off the rip. He doesn't want the three baby daddies. Three. Okay.
I mean, it's
Um.
not what you want, but if I had to choose, if those were my only options, three
Right.
baby daddies or 100 bodies.
All right. You pick up 100 different demons. Keisha says.
What she said.
um. True says Mo, you love the 304s. If you turn that around, you know what that means. Um. I agree with April says she agrees with Nikki.
hmm
Lucky says having three baby fathers is worse. I wish Lucky could come up and tell us why she thinks that. I don't.
Yeah, I
That's
want to
Hold
know.
on. Jen said that she know Crystal the Doll. She said in the last film she was in, Crystal the Doll was in it. And that's what I'm saying. It's like there are women who have three different, like she has three different baby daddies from my understanding, but every man in the city would love to have her.
right.
That's like, let's say if
But that when I said that the last year, I said if the three baby fathers that you have are top tier dudes like Kamora Lee Simmons, all her baby daddies are
right,
that doesn't matter. It's when they're three bum baby daddies. That's when it's an issue.
right. When
That's when
they
it's an issue.
when they can't take care of the child or they're unable to or they just, they don't want to be in the kid life. Um But at the end of the day, man, people choose what they want to choose. Like Nikki said, it's all
Oh,
about
hold on. Answer
preferences.
this question though before you go. It says on the blockchain it says you ain't dealing with them 100 bodies. You dealing with them three baby daddies though. Ooh.
But you might
I would
be dealing
disagree.
with them 100 bodies,
Why you
just
disagree?
not physically.
I've literally dated women and talked to women who had kids who the fathers wasn't even in a situation. So she might have three baby daddies, but are they even around to even contest you? You know, I like what Lucky just said. If they were three different husbands, maybe.
Right.
But in a lot of a lot of these situations, bro, that that I've been in because I am admittedly a father of four with three mothers, right? But at the end of the day, the reason why I don't have any problem getting flowers is because for one, I'm handsome, even on bad days when my haircut is
That's
messed up like
one.
now.
That's one.
That's one. I'm educated,
That's
right? I got a
two.
handsome smile. Like, look.
Two.
Let me keep going. Let me go. But at the end of
Two.
the day, on some real spill, I just think the 100 bodies just shows that she too insecure for me. You know,
Mm.
like on some real stuff because three baby daddies to me, again, you can be in a situation where you fall in love three different times. That happened to me. I was a young man, and then I was in love, and I was making love to somebody with no condom, and we was having sex, and then I got engaged, and then we had a child. Now after that situation, you guys know about it because I talk about it, very, very, very often. But at the end of the day, what's worse, me falling in love 3 different times and us sharing children, or me sleeping with 100 women for whatever validation I was trying to put into myself. I don't know. Everybody got their own different choices, but me, for one, what Jen was saying, I don't deal with the baby daddies. If it's not no deal with it, what I say really goes. If she under me now, then this is my woman. This is my wife. If you put yourself in a situation where your child came with her and she under me, then what I say goes. If I was married to Nikki here, and I'm only using you, Nikki, because you're the only flower up
Understood.
here, right? If I was married to Nikki and she had a daughter or a son, and the baby daddy wasn't around, but then he came around out of nowhere, all 3 of them, cool. I'm gonna deal with y'all, so that's not a problem for me. But it's not gonna be an issue either because y'all gonna do what the fuck I say. This is my wife now, and once she under me, it is what it is. But the 100 bodies, the insecurities, those are things that I think may have deeper, like mental things, bro, that we might not be able to fix. And I don't want, from my experiences with it, I don't want to deal with it.
And that's what I was saying too, because when Jen put up the comment that with the 3 baby daddies, you would only be dealing, well, you're not dealing with the 100 bodies, you're dealing with the 3 baby daddies though. I'm thinking from my perspective, and I'm a woman of faith, so that's always the program running in the back of my head. It's like, how does that happen? How does a woman have 100 different men that she has sex with? Like, that's not, I'm not the arbiter of what's normal, but I'm gonna go ahead and say that's not normally just happening in a regular person's life. To me, that speaks of trauma. To me, that
Yes,
speaks of
ma'am.
some sort of mental health issue. And so you might be dealing with those 100 different people in that woman. She might have scars, traumas. I don't believe that you could have sex with 100 different people and have no collateral damage.
Well, let me ask you this
So
too, ma'am.
you
And
don't
the
have to
women
call
that,
me ma'am.
I'm sorry, you're right, right? Because I apologize. In the situations that you might have known a woman who had a high body count, usually these women, they still have their options around friends, past lovers. These guys, I get what Jen was saying, and I rock with Jen 100%. But I think that was like that statement was as if a woman with 100 bodies don't have dudes popping up and being random. And to me, that happens more often than the baby daddy who really probably don't even want the woman, right? He don't care almost about the
Damn,
situation.
look what NT wrote. Somebody get the lights up. Come on, come on, get the lights up. He said one guy every month for 9 years. That's wicked.
And that's what I'm
No, and also,
saying.
also don't forget when you have 3 baby daddies, you're not dealing with the 3 baby daddies. You're dealing with, depending on the kids, it might be 6 people that's added into your life. If they have
Yeah.
twins, it might be more than that. All right.
Yeah. Yeah. To
Shout
me,
out
I
to
don't
Mr.
know.
Mac.
It's
Mr.
like
Mac, shout out to you.
to put it like to flip the coin on itself, I can bring people in. Not now, of course, but if I was to want to bring an actual witness to the stand, women have dated me while my baby mother was living with me and asked me questions like, how can we have conversations all night and she never interrupts you? And she
Right.
doesn't live with me now, but it's because I have order and peace. When you have order and peace in your home and respect, you get respected, and the environment get respected. So to me, it's what do you actually have going on? And that's why I say, as a man, I'm going to demand my respect to those men. Otherwise, we can make it a bully situation.
Mm-hmm.
But if you come respectful, then it is what it is. I have your wife now; she's mine. You should have kept her. You know, you should have been a good father to your children. You should have been a better partner. But because you were not, somebody else stepped in. I don't care about your feelings about that.
I ain't gonna front. I ain't gonna front. I ain't gonna front. People wonder why me and Daryl is still here. Cause I think like him. As much as I try to deny it, when I got a girl, I'm trying to tongue kiss her in front of her ex. I'm trying to make her ride my bed in front of her ex. I'm different. Like I want to let you know you blew it. I'm that type of guy. But with that being said, let's give O a chance to speak. Oh, the camera's on you, baby.
Mr. O.
Tell me what you think, baby. Can we hear you? The camera's on you. Talk to us. I can't hear you. Hello?
Can't hear you, brother.
Hello?
How about now?
Okay, good. All
yes,
right.
sir.
I had to turn the mic on.
Okay,
Got another
good.
setup. Hey man, 100 bodies. There's lots of reasons why that can happen. She got paid for it. There's a lot of trauma that come with that. True, maybe like daddy issues.
We got a lawyer on the panel. Be mindful of what you say. We got a lawyer on the panel.
But I'm saying, she said, how? That's a way.
Right.
Like she said, how could you ever get 100 bodies? That's a way women get 100 bodies, and it's a lot of those. Mm-hmm. Trauma might be like manageable things though, like daddy issues or some insecurity. I can manage those as a man. I don't know those 100 people, but I do know that those 3+ kids that's in my house every day, I got to see their daddy, and I know he been up in that pocket. I got to physically see him. I know he's been in there, and not only that, my Chick-fil-A bill goes up automatically. That is something I got to deal with on a daily basis. Right. Those kids take away from my bottom dollar. They take away from what my kids might get. Right. I got it. I'm not saying that you shouldn't take care of other women's kids. You can't do it. I'm just saying that is something that you got to deal with immediately. Your pockets are gonna hit different when you dealing with 3 baby daddies with kids. Right. When they come into your life. Right. And so when I'm looking at it from that standpoint, I'd much rather deal with the 100 bodies and the daddy issues than those 3+ little kids picking up crumbs off the floor.
Okay.
Right. King,
talk to me.
Can I Jen had put up a comment a couple minutes ago. It was interesting, and she's right, because I did say if a man had 100 bodies, I might still be able to deal with it, but it would be that rebuttable presumption. Right. And so I guess the question is kind of like it's like a double standard, and I recognize that is a double standard, but I don't know, it's just me. I feel like the experience of sex is different for men than women, typically. Okay. So that I think is why I'm asking the double standard.
Right. First of all, don't mind me. I have this Tourette's thing when I say turn the likes up, because I get the likes up. So don't mind me. You got to talk through it. But I'm glad you were willing to admit that. A lot of times I see that, especially in YouTube, women don't admit when they, I'm wrong, but this is how I feel, right? They get into a big argument. That was very mature of you, and I'm so glad that you did that. And even Jen does that sometimes, and that's what we used to keep going. Like, let's not argue. Sometimes we don't have to agree. A point where I don't have to convince you. You don't have to convince me, but this is how I feel.
No, because she's right. That was a double standard, and it is. And I get it. I don't know why I feel that way, but I just feel like men can have sex with 10 different women in the same day and not feel nothing. Right. I don't think most women, normally can do that.
Right. Funny thing. Shout out to everybody. I can't wait till I go to Jen's show in about a little over 30 minutes. It's going to be the most epic show ever. Mr. O and Daryl and Nikki, y'all allowed up on the panel. Everybody else, you might have to pay, because we're gonna get down to the nitty gritty of what's really going on, and it's gonna be no comebacks from this one. Remember, I told you that. Also, with that being said, I didn't forget what you said, bro. You said conversations with Jen, funny. On the block with King, funny. It's gonna be funny. But guess what, people? It's going to be good, and it's gonna stay on YouTube. It's gonna stay on YouTube.
Who said that? Mr. O said that?
No, not Mr. O. No. Mr. O was us. I'm talking about we are the garage. And when the transmission hits the ignition, we feel inspiration. When the inspiration turns to perspiration, things happen. Welcome, and you will be struck abruptly with a transmission. Whatever he said. Shout out to my peoples. Shout out to my up-level professional. We got another flower on stage, and I'm so glad you came. Let's give a shout out to her. Which one would you choose, up-level professional? And shout out to Daryl Long for actually putting me on to her because I always saw you. I always see you in our garden. But he put me on to your IG page heavily, and when he posted up, I reposted it. Right?
Yes, I
That was
saw
all.
that.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah,
you
because so
so much.
what happens is when Dow does something, I follow suit because we support the same things. Even when we don't agree on things, we still support each other, and that's why we still here.
How you doing, Up Level? I want to say shout out to all the lovely ladies of Delta Sigma Theta.
Well, thank you so much.
Hold on. That's your Sora.
Hey, that's right. You said that the other night. What's up? We got to connect.
I swear to you, every time I meet, I would say 9.5 out of 10 times I meet a dope, fly Black woman, she turned out to be a Delta. And that is, I'm not even making that up.
Of
It's a
course.
fact.
I sub to your channel, by the way.
Oh,
So
thank you. And I will be subbing to yours.
thank you.
See, don't say that because Daryl's daughter is gonna be an AKA. He said it. But I love
Hey,
my colors.
If she became a Delta, I'd be cool with that. I have no problem at all with it. I'd be proud of her.
Okay, so how would you answer this question? Let me put the highlight on you just in case I do a clip. How would you answer? Shout out to Loverboy Lensky because he know all the right things to say to ladies. Deltas are my. That's why we gave him the name Loverboy Lensky because he's the most charming person you can meet. Period.
Oh yeah, he is.
Right. So, what do you feel? What's worse before we go to our next topic is a woman with 100 bodies or 3 baby daddies?
Okay. So I know you guys talked about the whole thing of maybe this person.
Please type your page so I can post it up so you can subscribe on the private chat.
Okay, I gotta find it. Okay, I'm gonna do that. I gotta multitask. Yeah. So I know you guys talked about the whole thing of like, is this person healed? Do they have some issues if they've been with 100 people? And to Mr. O's point, I mean, it's a lot of different things behind why that could have actually happened. I think the most important thing is like focusing on the healing, because a person who has 3 children with 3 different people, they may not be healed either. And I'm going to kind of frame it from a healing perspective because that's kind of like my mindset and kind of what I do. But if I had to choose, if the person was healed, I'd say the 100 bodies, because again, there may not be a physical representation of that thing. Whereas if you have children, they're physical representations. And to be honest, everyone isn't cut out to be a step parent. So, you know, you got to be like a special kind of person to be able to deal with that and be in that arena. But I did want to say something that was super interesting. Mr. O talked about the financial implications behind the whole kid thing. And I wanted to bring this to the panel. I know we've been talking about the social stuff, right? Like we've been talking about, you know, they posting pictures, they being extra. But like, we really got to think about who we partner with, how that can affect our earning potential. You know, we trying to get to the bag, you know, this person's brand, this person's reputation, especially that person's criminal background, that can affect you earning money. It can affect where you live, what employer is going to deal with you, especially if you're in an industry where maybe you're a public servant or like you're dealing with money, or just anytime people have a say so and like you being in that position, if your spouse isn't right, it's going to really affect you.
Damn.
Image goes hand in hand with success. Image.
He's not lying. Go ahead. What you gonna say, Mr. O, so I can put you up on the stage?
Image goes hand in hand with success. Your image will affect your success. Period.
Listen, what I want to say, that's her page. That is her YouTube page. Please go and follow. Mr. Long actually put it in the backstage for us.
Thank
So
you.
that's it. Please, moderators, you know how y'all make it look pretty. Can you make it look pretty so I can post it up again and post up Glow's page so I can make it look pretty? I appreciate you so much because you don't have to do this. What I want to say is, I really want to.
Go ahead. My
Okay,
bad.
no, go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
You know, Up Level, we have a lot of conversation behind closed doors, and I think that you are absolutely brilliant.
Okay.
What you said was absolutely.
Wait, hold on. Is this the flower you were talking about?
Which flower?
You said the flower. You said there's a flower you thought was pretty and everything, and you like. And this the one you was talking about? I put you in the hot seat.
Real hot seat.
Yeah, I got you.
shout out to the lovely ladies of Delta Sigma Theta.
That was a great response.
Yo, that was a great response, man. I gotta get you.
Daryl is my guy. We do talk a lot.
Yo,
Daryl's
Darrell gonna beat me up. He gonna like, man.
Y'all silly, man. But what you said was absolutely true. You know, bringing two networks together, two households, two forms of income is always better than one, unless, in my opinion, up level, the woman is really somebody who play her role behind the scenes, is helping the man bring a lot of money in.
Mm-hmm.
Right? We don't see it too often in our communities, but it does exist in other communities. You'll see a man, I see all the time where I'm at. You'll see like an Indian man own a liquor store, and his wife is working in there. She's, you know what I'm saying, one of my best friends actually, the comments is crazy, man. Listen,
yo, this is
my friend Shabam. My friend Shabam, he his mother doesn't work really. She works with her husband, his father, at their 5 liquor stores. So she doesn't have an actual career, but she helps him bring in a hefty 7-figure salary, you know, at the end of the day for their family. So I do agree with you, because it still goes back to what you said. That's still his business. She's still attaching herself to him, and basically because of that association, she get to make money too.
Hold on. Breaking news. NFL postpones 3 games as more than 100 players test positive for COVID-19. It's getting out of hand right now. I want everybody to be careful. Get your ginger, get your turmeric, make your tea. It's getting serious. I don't want y'all to play with your health. And guess what? If there's another pandemic, that means there's more money for YouTubers, dog. There's more money for us. Anyway, go ahead.
That's right.
Damn right. The last COVID pandemic, people became millionaires. It was a gold rush because they ran out of content and stuff. So that's why I was trying to tell everybody, get monetized. And now we all know the only person that knows how to get monetized in less than a month is me. So I'm charging. I see what's going on now. I got a value. Darrell could charge. Jen could charge. We proved that we could get it like this. That's it.
Get right your Patreon going.
I got that already. I just didn't put out because I love YouTube.
Okay.
But right or wrong, Darrell?
No, you're definitely right. Up level, I want to ask you though.
Okay.
So let's say if a man does have his situation financially straight, but he either has 3, you know, baby mamas or 100 bodies, which one, you know, would you see yourself ultimately choosing between the two?
So that's tough. It really depends on the situation with the moms, right? Like if it's not drama with the moms, if they're cool, not a big deal. I love kids. But I mean, I'm going to be honest. People change, situations change. They might be cool at first and then they kind of flip. And there really is like not as much of a social stigma for men. So again, in this situation too, the easiest choice I think would be the 100 bodies. I mean, if he's, you know, done his prayer and he's transmuted his energy and he's saged and done whatever he needed to do, you know, that doesn't have a hold on him anymore. If he's done his work, it's not a big deal. I mean, I don't think I personally know a guy that has 100 bodies, but I know some they did their thing. They got a lot, right? But they were able to identify that behavior and move past it. So again, sometimes, you know, certain things not being in the physical, they're a little bit easier to deal with when you're talking about building and, you know, putting your life together with somebody else.
Yeah,
I definitely appreciate it. Thank you.
You can still do a system reset with the 100 bodies.
You sure
can't reset them kids. You can't put them kids back in there. They there. And they're going to take from the lights, the water, every day. Every day. All your bills going up. Every one of them is going up. You can't reset the kids. And that's why, like, if you meet somebody, with guys, we are, like, egotistical and territorial, but women are nurturers. Like, I hear what she's saying when she says she can nurture somebody else's kids as long as you got the baby mama in check. But that's a big if, because that baby mama is not going to like the fact that you in her old space. So even if she's a holy roller, she's still going to blow the roof off sometimes, man. It ain't going to be a guaranteed thing. And you're going to have to equate for them kids. They going to take from you every day. With me, I'm definitely gonna take the body.
He said you can't reset the kids. That is classic. My brother said you can't reset the kids. I gotta smoke. Shout out to Ripple for supporting us, please. Thank you. With that being said, let's move on because we got 30, like less than 26 minutes left, and we want to start on time with Jen. If she gives us extra time, we get extra time because usually we start getting hot later on. Please turn the likes up. It's 77 people watching. With more, when you got 64, I used to ask y'all for like 100 off the first 30 minutes, but I don't care anymore because I'm monetized. And then when this pandemic comes, y'all gonna be watching me anyway, and we're gonna have so many beautiful shows for y'all. Uncut with that Darryl Long, you're gonna be watching him anyway. The Glow Code with Nikki Page. Can I? Nikki, right?
Yeah, it's on my page, so they're gonna see it.
With Nikki Page, it's gonna blow up. The unleveled professional. I apologize. The unleveled professional. You're gonna blow up. And shout out to On the Block with Jen, the heartbeat of Conversation with Kings, also the heartbeat of her own show. And shout out to Lucky Marie. If you want your finances, you want to know how to buy property, fix your credit, learn how to do stocks. Lucky Marie. One thing about me, y'all can say whatever y'all want about me. He cares about monetization. He cares about money. There's no channel here that promotes women like I promote women. There is no channel like I want women to win all the time. All the time. That's the number one thing. And there's no channel that protects women like I protect women here. I don't like any man talking to any lady or any flower on our stage any which way. Respect must be given. I don't care what they say to you. I don't care if a woman says suck my. So that she doesn't have one. So why do you care? Let her say let her get it out. They've been through years of oppression. They've been through years of abuse. Just handle it be like a man. Just take it for a little bit. However, there are women that go a little bit too far and take advantage of that privilege that we as men should give them. But let the court handle that. You don't handle that. Don't take it on your own hands. We do not promote the killing, the beating, or the abuse of women in any form or fashion. Except for when you're having sex, it's a different story because, anyway, but joking. With that being said, Nikki Nicole, shout out to you. Mo, you my twin. What's up? What we do. Let's highlight the lawyer and the unleveled professional for a little bit. And I went through this. What's up with judging a man based on his criminal past? Let's go with the lawyer first. And the life coach. And everything under the sun. How do you judge a man with his criminal past? Because he has a felony. And yeah, I can't, thank God, I'm different, right? Because I did it the white boy way, right? One, most of my friends that went to jail had experience with incarceration at a very young age, 16. They didn't have time to go to school or build network, right? I did the white boy way. I did a big time white collar crime. Allegedly took millions from Columbia University. I got my degree. I don't want to talk about that. I'm not proud of it. It's just shameful. Shame on me for using that money to travel the world. Shame on me. At the end of the day, I was lucky because I had resources and a network, and I was able to get back on my feet and do things that I want to do. Right?
Right.
Most men don't have that. Maybe they might get a trade. Some men who get incarcerated come out and get a trade, and guess what? They live better than me. I know my boy who graduated high school. He worked for sanitation. And he's living good. He retired at 40. He got out of high school, got sanitation. He retired at 40s, in his 40s. Police officers retired in their 40s. Get another job, run a security company, make money, right? But when you have that F on your report card, which is a felony, and you don't have entrepreneurial skills, you're in trouble. You're in trouble. If you don't have those degrees, you're in trouble. So do women, because incarcerated men are the sexiest men. They're just well preserved. Their skin is this glow, is this smooth. They just be damn sexy, right? Do you judge a man because he has a criminal past?
Okay, again, judge, yes. Condemn, not necessarily. So it depends on what the conviction is for, though. Like, there's some things, again, you can't come back from. Like, if I find out that you have an aggravated assault because you beat your girl up and broke her jaw, I don't even want to talk. Like, it's not happening. If you did anything having to do with a child, I don't even really want to have it over there. But if you pushed a couple packs, in 2006, I'm not gonna hold you.
Right.
Like my sister said, like my story said, you prayed, you communed with the Most High, you have reformed, renewed your mind. We can move
Right.
on from that. So it depends on what the conviction is for, and then also for me, how long were you in jail? Because when you start hitting them double digits, I might be looking at you kind of like, so how are you maintaining while in jail for 10, 12, 15 years? I'll be just looking at you a little suspect. I don't know. I don't know if we back to the rebuttable presumption
So let
on
me
that.
ask you,
I don't know how you
Nikki.
rebut that presumption.
In my situation, Nikki, I did about 47 days with good time, and they charged me with embezzlement. You know, all honesty, it was grand.
Embezzle.
Yeah, yeah, it was crazy.
You get my joke?
It
That's
was
funny.
crazy.
That's funny.
Um, but the situation happened. I pled no contest. They wanted to give me 2 years, but they had no proof. They couldn't find the money. They couldn't find nothing. And the prosecutor, wanted to ask me information. I was like, I'm not telling y'all nothing. No contest. And I mean, one of you guys are a lawyer. That's you, up level, right?
No.
Okay, okay. I thought you said it was that's you, Nikki. So you know what no contest is. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, up level. So yeah, when I played no contest, I was like, it is what it is because it was a non-violent crime anyway. You know what I mean? And it is what it is. That was back in 2017. It doesn't mean that I would screw my own people over, but this person was opposition. You know what I'm saying? I guess I was in my own way playing Robin Hood. You know what I'm saying? So I don't regret it at
Hold
all.
on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. I got a question. She said, "Yup, crimes versus women and children. Don't talk to me." But isn't selling drugs affecting children? Ooh.
Yeah.
Well,
Ooh.
you gotta look at it like what's employable to even like jobs. So like there are certain things it's easier to knock off the things that women are deal breakers on. Because like if you're a thief, if you're a serial killer murder outside of like protecting yourself, and if you're domestic violence, these are companies won't even fuck with you. You can't even get jobs at most places with some of these types of crime because nobody wants you to steal from them or beat up the women or you're not in control of your rage, things like that. Other than that, it's negotiable. We can look at the circumstance. Women are able to do that. Like I say, women are nurturers. It's a lot of women that would love to. They have the ability to take a wounded heart and sew it back together, and they love doing that. They have the ability to do that. It's in their innate nature to want to do that to a man. So they can look at a man and say, "You had a troubled past." It's kind of like tattoos. Like women like guys with scars and tattoos. They don't look the same on women for guys though. We're not
I
looking
about
at
to
each other
say,
the same way.
So
We're not gonna
Jen
look
has
at
a
each
good
other.
point. Jen says, but those women had choices. Drugs is a choice. It's not like you understand. Why is it echo? Somebody press mute. Yeah, Darrell, your turn.
you know, I don't know a single. I've never met like an actual drug dealer or any street dude who had any money that did not have beautiful women. That wasn't, always around beautiful women. As a matter of fact, it was always the regular guys, the guys who worked at the regular jobs with the regular incomes, who struggled to get the attention of beautiful women.
Mm,
Um, as a matter of, so to me, the record thing is different. I talk about this all the time. You can make money coming out of jail and not do anything illegal. Again, one of the main ones we always talk about is being like a party promoter.
right.
So there's somebody here in Michigan. His name is Smoke. He a former street dude or whatever, but he make a lot of money doing party promotions. He did Cash Doll Party recently. 50 Cent was there, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So and he make money, and nobody here probably never heard of him, right? So because at the end of the day, it's all about what kind of influence do you have in your city, and who do you really mess with? Are you affiliated with the hustlers? You know what I'm saying? I'm the type of dude that I only like messing with people who I know I can rely on. If I hit you up randomly and say I need you, can you have me? Just that simple, and it doesn't matter what it is. If it's Nikki and Nikki, I need you to help me draw up some kind of legal document. We need to certify it, and it got to be pro bono. doesn't make no sense for you to be in my circle if that's not an option. And that's
I
how
feel like
I move.
I feel like you just you soft the store to her right now.
Somewhat,
No,
somewhat, but
He's joking. He's joking. Yeah.
and in all honesty, I just feel like again, I know a lot of people who are former criminals who are doing better than people who never committed crimes. They are living legally better. They own businesses. They own record labels. They own graphic companies. They do a lot of different things that people don't know. And they got helly money. And you know what else they got? They got beautiful women and a variety of them as well. That's how I feel about it.
Right. Anybody else? Up
Well,
level professional. How do you feel about data men with criminal records? Because you kind of alluded to your previous statement, like that's not something you're interested in.
so it would be hard for me, especially depending on how long ago it was, right? Because to Daryl's point, yes, a lot of people come out, they are writing books while they're in, they're doing a lot of things, they're positioning themselves. But then there's a sector of that population that doesn't position themselves properly. And then also, there's a rough spot. Like when they first get out, there are very strict things that they can and cannot do, right? They can't live with certain people. It's
Can't
just, it's a lot
travel.
of it's a lot of nuances that go along with that. So maybe when they're kind of far removed, maybe when they're off of what is it called, probation, when they're off probation perhaps, like it's just a lot of stuff that kind of goes into you building a life with somebody that like just got out, that just
Right.
doesn't personally interest me. Maybe after they're far removed, they've done some work, they're a little bit more established, okay, it's something to perhaps talk about. But like we don't really talk about that rough period when they first get out, and how like just every aspect of your life can be affected by them.
All right. There's an echo, so you might have your another page on. So you should press mute on
Hmm.
the other page.
Gotcha, let me check
That's
that,
what
sorry
happens.
about that.
It repeats it. So with that being said, I totally agree with her because even me, I can't. I have travel restrictions, so I have to ask my PO to go any place. I just can't like before this pick up and take any girl anywhere, right? But also, I was blessed because when I came out, it was the beginning of COVID, so we all was on probation. If the whole world was on probation with me, so no one could go anywhere anyway. So it made it easier for me, right? If I had came into a regular world, it would have been hard for me because everybody be partying and doing everything. But because I came out during the pandemic in 2021, February 13th, day after my father's birthday, I went to the halfway house in Brooklyn. Um, it was easy to adapt because everybody couldn't go out. I had the same restrictions as everybody else. You feel me? So I totally agree with you. It's funny. We have talked about the things that we judge people on before while we dating them. What we didn't highlight, which is, and we only have like 12 minutes left. What we didn't highlight is some of the reasons we could overlook those nuances. Do y'all believe in love conquers all? Does that really exist when you're dating with someone nowadays? That love
No,
conquers. Damn.
no.
All right. You go first, then, guy. You was ready to go. You go
No.
first. All right. Why doesn't love conquer all? If you believe in love conquers all in the garden, please say something and turn the lights up, please. And also,
You
don't forget cash apps, super chats, super stickers are accepted. If you don't want to give me, save all your super chats and super stickers for Jen's page because it's gonna get spicy, spicy, spicy. Thank you. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just live my life in a very practical way. At least I try my best to. And sometimes when we have this whole love conquers all mentality, it doesn't. And there are just certain things that we just can't push through. Like just because you love someone does not mean that they would be a terrific life partner. And there are some choices that people make that prevent them from being that. And it can't just be, well, I love you, so it's going to work. Like other things have to have alignment. Now, yes, love is important, love is great, whatever. And I'm speaking of like unconditional agape love, not like romantic love specifically. But yeah, no, it doesn't conquer all. You just have some things that you cannot move around based on choices. And what happens when you try to put someone in that spot is that resentment builds. Because King, okay, let me give you an example. You just said that you have travel restrictions, right?
Right.
So let's just say you and I are in a relationship. We're
We are.
madly in love. No matter how much I love you, we can't just go and get on a plane and go somewhere. Like, you got to get it cleared first, no matter how much I love you, no matter how much you love me and want to do these things. So there are like actual physical restrictions, policies, procedures that kind of dictate certain parts of our life. And so I don't feel that way. Even if that person's not, someone that was previously incarcerated. It's just certain things in life. It just does not always work like that.
Okay. Nikki?
I would say yes, but I don't think most people in a romantic love kind of way ever reach the level of love that is required for the love to conquer all. That is very rare. Now, in the familial kind of love, like mother, daughter, father, son type of thing, I think that is more common for that type of love to make it through all types of uh, obstacles and difficulties. Am I having an echo now?
Yeah, just press the mute on. If you have another screen on, press mute.
Oh.
Or somebody's on. Everybody press mute right now. Everybody press mute.
I'm just closing on my screens. Okay, so I think in the familial way, you see that love conquering all, but in romantic relationships, I don't think most relationships, especially now, romantic love reaches the depth and the breadth necessary to really be that kind of love that can bear all things, believe all things, hope all things. We don't have that anymore. It's kind of just like, this is uncomfortable, time to go. Right. And I'm guilty myself. So that's how I know. So it does, but it's rare.
Mr. O, does love conquer all the issues that somebody might have about your past, whether it's criminal, sexual, social media past, we didn't even talk about financial past. I think it's you, Mr. O, with the echo.
I got the echo?
It's gone. You don't got the echo.
Yeah, I don't know how love, that sounds like a lie that was told to us. Love can't conquer all when love can't sustain a relationship. Love got nothing to do with sustaining a relationship. Love is something that happens as a result of you getting the deal out what you want with the person that you with.
Talk about it.
You still, at the end of the day, you can love this guy dirty draws, but if he got 30 days to be able to put something on the bills, if he ain't doing that, she about to replace you, dude.
That's it.
I don't care. She's going to replace you. If you don't protect that household when somebody kicked the door in, you're gone. You are gone. I don't care how much I love you, but I love you enough to leave you.
What?
I love you enough to leave you.
Okay.
Now, I know that she is gone. Right. And women don't have no problem holding you accountable on what they want out the deal.
That's it.
They will leave you right there. I'm telling you.
This is why I try to tell y'all need to go.
If you want to, that's a lie.
This is why y'all need to go to Mr. O Is Just Living's page. Subscribe to his page, because I'm telling you, that's the game you're gonna get. He ain't gonna hold back.
Love ain't gonna sustain nothing. What's love got to do in what Tina Turner said? What's love got to do in any of this? We trying to build something. We trying to get somewhere. We trying to accomplish, trying to mark off things off the list. Love ain't got nothing to do with it. Love have nothing to do with it. I'm gonna love you if you give me what I want. That's as far as that love gonna go.
So we're saying this.
If you're not getting what you want out the person you're with, that love thing it ain't nothing. It's
transactional. That's what you're saying. Everything is transactional.
It's a deal. It's an arrangement. It's an understanding that we both want something. We barter. This is a barter agreement. We are bartering. We're trading different trades with one another. We both want something.
This is why I always tell people, marriage is a partnership, a socio-economic tool for stratification. One. However, women have mastered the art of weaponizing love to be rewarded heavily in this world called hypergamy. Oh my God, you don't love me, but you don't really do, but you love me. You said you love me. Wait, what do you mean? But you didn't help me buy this house and these cars, but you love me. Men do it too. Hold up. Baby, don't you? Can I get your tax refund? I want to flip it. No, I worked hard for this. I need it for me. I want to go shopping for me. But don't you love me? Men do it too. We weaponize
I
love.
mean, that's what you're using as an excuse, a cop out. But at the end of the day, is if you getting what you want out that person. Like a woman will give you her money, man. If you doing all the things, if you gave her a plan for her life, if you told her what you was gonna do with all the money and you did what you say you was gonna do, she'll give it to you. It ain't about that. Like you getting these things because you're doing what you said you was gonna do, not because of love. It's because you did what you said you was gonna do.
So
A
that's
man
more
got to
so
do what he say
loyalty
he gonna
then,
do.
right?
Say again one after you derail close up because we got to make a transfer. But after you finish. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I was just going to say, Mr. O, that sounds like you're speaking more so of loyalty over love, right? Like you just said, you're going to do something and you do it because you said you were going to do it. So that's
Do
accountability,
what
that's
you say you're gonna
loyalty.
do as a man.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. I don't know
I
if you want
believe
to
in
call
that.
that loyalty or just being a man, being
Right.
the truth.
Right.
Just being the truth.
I believe in that. I
If
tell
you
everybody all the time.
right.
Listen, a man can love as many women as he wants, but at some point you're gonna have to make a choice. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Truth. I didn't know you was down and bring you up right now. Darrell, finish what you're saying. Then Truth, close out because we have to go to Denver. I'm sorry I didn't see you down there. I apologize.
Yeah, I make it quick. I make it very quick. Where for me, this situation is very tricky, man, because I don't really I don't really see you being a man if you can't pay your own bills first and covenant the woman that's beneath you. And I've been saying that since my first day on the show that the woman who used to live with me, she didn't pay a
October 5th.
single bill. She didn't pay rent. Thank you. She didn't pay anything. You know, that's where I would disagree with what Lucky was saying that, if men are doing these different things, that mean the outcome is going to be et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. That's not exactly true. Ask Will Smith. There are plenty of people who are taking care of women financially. They don't get what they, let's say, they don't reap what they sow. They're not getting the exact same thing back that they have sowed in, right? And women suffer from this all the time. Women put shit into men. I think that's something that Lucky was hinting at in the chat that sometimes women put a lot of stuff into men and they don't get shit back, whether it's buying things or it's time or it's intimacy, and they end up with somebody who they poured into, but they didn't get any, let's say, return on investment. Since we have everybody in the chat talking about forex and stuff right now, if you're not getting any return on your investment,
Or
then
return on intimacy.
hey, that works too.
All right.
So for me, I think to answer the question directly, does love heals all? To me, no, absolutely not. To me, I have to be responsible. I have to be deliberate. I have to plan. I have to organize on top of loving you right. If I can do all of those things and communicate with you, I think we'd be straight. Because I'm real big on that. You can love me to death, but how do you communicate with me? How do you plan with me? How are we intimate? How do we lay in bed together? These things matter a lot to me. So I agree and disagree to a certain point. But what's good, truth?
Truth, talk to us, Truth. At the show, I would put you in the center, but we need a picture, brother.
No, we good.
All right.
Nah, when it comes to this thing about when we talk about love,
Hmm.
I got a different sentiment than everybody.
Talk to us.
I gave everybody, probably on every panel that I probably ever been on, every show. I said love is an unconditional, sacrificial, intentional act of choice. That's what love is. Love is not an emotion. Emotions are a product of love. There's a big difference. This is why you need understanding. Love is the glue, love is the foundation of all things. Everything that you could think of that is virtuous stems from love. Patience, kindness, endurance, all these things come from love. Respect. I'm not going to respect nobody I don't love. I'm not going to pay a woman's bills if I don't love her. I'm not going to die for her if I don't love her. I love my mother. I love my
Hold on, hold on.
children.
You said die?
Yeah, I'm not gonna die for her if I don't
You
love her.
die for your wife?
Yeah,
Damn, he said that was conviction.
yeah, no doubt.
I'll probably get hurt. I'll probably get maimed. I don't know.
I die, I kill for her, and most of all, I'm gonna live for her.
I'll live for my wife. I'm gonna live. Hold on. Before you finish, because you said real quick, guys. Darrell, would you die for your wife?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
You know, I'm not married, but yeah.
Okay. Mr. O.
That does not sound as heroic as they think it sounds. That woman thinking about that totally different. She thinking about when you dead, I'm gonna be here by myself. That's what she thinking. She not thinking, oh, he died for me. No, she like when men went to jail for crack.
This ain't no hero, dog. I'm just a different type of man, G.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, to the women's ears, it don't sound like that. It doesn't sound like that. The women don't hear what you hear.
All right.
When you say that,
yeah,
I hear what you're saying, but when you say that, women aren't hearing what you think you're saying.
Right.
When you leave a woman by herself, she don't care that you got locked up because you was trying to feed the family. She still got them 3 kids by herself.
Okay. So
at the end of the day, she gonna mourn you for a day, but you're gonna be dead.
Let's go back to Mr. Truth. You gotta finish it up.
Yeah. This is what you don't understand. See, the problem is you never had a woman love you, man.
Oh shit.
And that's real talk. Because
that's subjective.
Yeah, that's my analysis from what you just said. Real talk. So
you want me to walk to
when a woman, every woman wants a man that's willing to go out there and wait for her. If you like, just paying bills is one thing. If you can't provide her security, she's not going to be with your soft ass, man. No woman want that. No woman want that. If a man could come up there and just straight bitch you, a woman is not going to be with that. How you going to go in there and give her direction, but you're a coward on the street? That's not reality.
You hear coward when I say don't die.
I understand what you into your pimp mode, but that's you.
No, man, you can move, got nothing to do with that.
Like that. But I'm a man that's going to marry a woman, so I have to protect her. I have to provide for her. She's got to be there for my kids. I'm supposed to lay my life down for my whole entire family. Just like if I'm going to war. That's what marriage is war. You protecting what you is. That's my garden. How y'all go hard for this? That's what I go hard for. The people that's under my umbrella, I will die for each one of them women, each one of them brothers, and each one of them children under my umbrella. That's the soldier. I'm John Gotti. I got my own arm.
So that's what you heard when I said.
No, you can go after. You go. Let's say one thing.
Okay.
I created the garden, but I'm not dying for none of y'all. I'm telling you that right. Don't let truth tell you I'm dying for y'all.
See, when I said what I said, you heard coward. That's not what I'm saying. Any woman that's with me understands that she's protected, and there's ways I do that without beating on my chest. You can make sure that a woman is safe without putting your life on the line. If somebody kicked my door in and put a gun to my head, the best way for me to get out of that situation isn't for me to get him to pull the trigger. That I'm gonna stand up. Well, I'm gonna die for mine right here. No, I'm gonna make him feel like he's the definition of stupid for killing another black man in this situation.
What you gonna do if he's about to blow her away or blow you away, dog? What you gonna do then?
At the end of the day, she's still gonna be there by herself if you dead. If you die, you did not handle the situation with the best outcome for yourself.
Bro.
Hold on,
or your family.
Hold on. So we're gonna end the show right now. But
I'm not saying nothing.
I want to say one thing.
None of the women. If you listen, I tell you.
Hold on, fellas.
Listen, you might learn something.
Fellas, listen. What we're gonna do is
I ain't learning shit from
Hold on. Please, do me a favor, please. 1 second, please. I'm sorry. We're gonna move on to the next page because she has a show at 9. But I want to say, yeah, both are not wrong. You have one man that would die for his wife, and you have another man, which I heard in prison, where if you go to prison and you die, she's gonna be with someone else anyway. So it's two thoughts. They're not wrong. Like I said, we don't have to agree. We can express our opinions, and we don't have to go back and forth. You know what I mean? Y'all both stand where y'all stand. Y'all both are right.
Yeah, I like truth.
Yeah, y'all
keep coming with that pressure. Keep applying the pressure, truth.
That's it.
Already, this man shit. You always gonna get what you coming from me. You already got that coming.
And I respect that. Thank you, True. You know how we do it over here, man. But
Already, Brody.
can I make fun of you a little bit?
Yes, sir.
You gave homie the big homie title a little bit too early.
Hey, yo, listen.
I don't want to start nothing.
I wasn't gonna start. I wasn't gonna talk about it, but bro, look. Hey, you got me on that one.
I had to get you on that one.
Yeah, you man.
But you know what
Listen,
it was?
anybody can joke me. Listen, anybody if they want to, that's the biggest clowning that you can give to me right now for fucking with that sucker.
That's the only
And that's real.
I didn't say that, but I want to say one thing. I was a time.
I said it.
Okay,
I told him that yesterday too.
Yeah, listen, I wasn't there. I heard, but one thing I can say, I could say is it was a time when I was in Brownsville, Brooklyn, and it was this dude I used to always respect, fly dude, and I thought he was the man. I don't want to say his name. As I got older, I told him like I used to respect you. He thought it was a disrespect when I said that. You know, you always get these street dudes, or at least you think they street until you become street, or you become where they at, or you listen to them more often. You realize you're not who you say you are. You're not who you say you are, and that's what happens. That's what happens. And I've been through that. You went through that on YouTube. I went through that in real life when I realized the person I thought was a big homie really wasn't that. Really wasn't that. You feel me? He looked like the part. He sounded like the part. He told stories similar to the part. But if you listen to him, when his shit hit the fan, he couldn't understand the logic that Truth could understand, or Mr. O or Daryl could understand, which was it'd be these little things. Like Daryl said something one time that killed everybody. He said, somebody said, yo, leave the kids out of it. If you from the ghetto, you know the kids are the ones that are the gangsters. They start at 15, 13, 14, 16. Larry Hoover was a kid when he started GDs. What are you talking about?
Pop Smoke killed by a 15-year-old.
Right, what do you talk about? So at the end of the day, it's like when people say leave the kids out of it, the kids are in it, knee deep. So, and then you have other stories where you hear somebody say, yo, what if a kid, I remember that story. I knew if something was wrong, Truth, when one time it was a story when he said, but what if one of your little, remember we was talking about someone dating your daughter? But what if this kid respected you and the things you did in the way you handle yourself? And somebody
said, some crazy shit like that. Yeah. I said, no, he wouldn't even have touched my daughter if he respected me.
Right. And the kids don't care about that no more.
Yeah. The little youngins, 12, from 16 on down, they the hitters in my city.
That's what I'm saying.
They the hitters in my city. Real talk.
Thank you. So that's what I'm saying. So what happens is people don't understand the reason why they are the hitters, because we send them on missions because we know they ain't gonna get that much time.
I was about to say that's what happens to Robert Sandiford. I think they call him Yummy out in Chicago. Most bodies in Chicago history. I think he was 12 years old when he died because he couldn't be prosecuted as an adult.
Don't bring that to a Commonwealth state.
That's it. You're going. You're out of here.
Nobody cares that you're 13, 14, or 15.
You're going to jail. See, that's why we have a lawyer here. You're going to jail. And guess what? I don't promote that. You're going to jail. You're going to jail. That's it. I've been there. I don't want anybody going there. I won't tell you, but you're going to jail. You're going to jail. So that's it. With that being said, I want to thank you, everybody, for coming up today. Truth, I was waiting for you to come early. You took a while to come up. You probably was to spend quality time with your daughter or something. But you know how that goes.
Yeah. So it's a holiday season, bro. I'm trying to get this money.
But when you and Mr. Long gonna do the what you call the Dad Nation?
Yeah.
You need to do that, man. You really need to do that.
Yeah, I was talking.
Hold on. Jenna's not. Hold on. Let me make sure she live yet. Let me see if she live yet.
Yeah, Truth. Talk to me backstage. I'm doing a show. It's gonna be highly controversial. It's really about schizophrenia and dealing with people who have mental illnesses. Me being a single father who had to deal with somebody who had to deal with that personally. It was crazy, man, because she locked up now, but I'm not like, I told Kim I'm gonna talk about that on a whole different situation.
Right. He's gonna talk about it, but I was suggesting too, maybe Nikki could be there because she's a lawyer. But I was hoping that you had a lawyer and a social worker or mental health expert to be there as you unpack that whole situation. Because I want you to save.
I got the mental health expert for sure.
Okay.
And Nikki,
I might get the echo off, please. Somebody press mute. That echo is killing me. I don't want to. I need. This is a good show. Thank you. Right.
everything good now?
Yeah, everything good.
But yeah, I'll give Nikki my information. I'd love for her to be there too. I'm gonna be, as always, providing all the facts and all the information about what really happened, man. And it's gonna be crazy. I'm definitely gonna have a mental health person there to break down, schizophrenia and postpartum depression when it comes to women, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I think it's something that got to be talked about.
And listen, I didn't get enough donations and enough water. That's why my Fiji bottle is small today. I usually have the big ones. Please, people, work on it. Please work on it. With that being,
that's why I ain't tripping off of nothing nobody say about Daryl, yo. Cause to see him got the baby in the harness, I was doing the same thing, yo. That's when, being able to sustain yourself, sustain your environment, and taking care of your child.
Right.
And then the thing is, he doing it on his own.
Right.
Like, I love that shit. Because it's not enough respect that goes on. Us fathers out here that really are out here for our children.
Right.
Really out here loving them with the love of a mother that everyone speaks about.
Facts,
you see what
man.
I'm saying? We're there.
Right.
And the baby harness is clutch, man. I make my hash browns in the morning. I go on walks.
Shorty,
man, baby harness is one of the best things that ever happened to me. I'm saying what I'm trying to focus on now. Nikki, up level, holla at me. I need to figure out how to do her hair. Like I rather go to war than figure out how to put the grease in there and all the rest of that. Give me the M4.
I got you. I just do my daughter hair every morning, man. I can help you with that. I know how to do. I got my parts down.
Hit me up.
I can do one hairstyle great.
Vibration. This is what I'm on.
I got my one go-to hairstyle. I can do it great.
This is what I'm on, son. This is what, you know what I mean.
Shorty, I just had to make sure the hair is good, fresh out the shop. I mean the bath and everything. Put a little baby oil in there, and then I just used to have the little headband to go around. Cause my baby's had curly hair and everything. I couldn't do the hair.
You gotta attack it right out the bath. Attack the hair right out the bath. Don't let it sit and dry. Yeah, you gotta get on that hair.
Let's make sure we connect offline also, Sora.
Yeah, no doubt.
Oh yeah. Yo, listen, for real, y'all
absolutely.
Y'all really need to get together. I feel like y'all got the same type of energy, and I think there's power in numbers. And also, Tuesday is Conversation with Kings, the ladies. I definitely want y'all two up there. We definitely have we have some spots open, so definitely want y'all.
Up Level, does she have a channel?
Huh?
Does Up Level have a channel?
Yes, she does.
I do.
The moderators can put a channel because we had that before. And check the back. Okay. You didn't answer the question though. Who's the flower, Mr. Long? Was it Up Level Professional or?
Shout out to the
I'm about to say, man. Shout out to the
instigator.
Shout out to all the reds and all the flowers out there, man.
You're keeping it so spicy.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. Well, I mean, he don't want to claim you, so you claim him. I'm trying to figure this out.
Discretion is key.
Oh wow, you definitely yes. If you know, you know. If you know, you know.
Okay, we know you were made.
Yeah,
yes.
If you know, right. you know. You know. That is funny. Then he's gonna start reciting Invictus real soon. Anyway, listen.
Oh my God.
Out of the night.
Master of my fate. Yeah, master of my own fate. That is right.
Yo, you are funny. Come on, stop. First of all, I'm paper. Hello, I'm paper. I don't know any of that stuff. Pledge is illegal. Pledge is illegal. It's illegal, right?
That's hilarious. I'm gonna holler at y'all later, man. I'm gonna watch Moana.
Pledge is illegal. Stop. Right.
Get her subscribers up. She has 17.
Yeah, give us some more. Everybody follow her, please. Give her let's give her
at least get 30.
Everybody, send it to me again. It's right here. Everybody gonna follow.
At least get her 30. At least get her
30. I like that, Mr. Everybody get it 30. Give it to 30. That's what we do. It's the King effect. Everybody go before we go to Jet Room. Give it to 30. Go and follow her page, please.
Yeah, she has 17. She need more than that.
It's gonna go up soon. Give us a minute. We always make it happen. Did you go up too, Nikki? Did you go up?
Yeah, I went up by like 8 to 10.
8 to 10. That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, you need more.
More than that. Follow both.
Listen, I'm happy for the listen.
Give them more. Come on, let's do it. We waiting for everybody to do it.
Y'all go hit the subscribe.
Hit the subscribe. That's love, Mr. O. Terry subscribe. Who else? Everybody go subscribe, please. Y'all about to get yourself in
21.
trouble. Y'all about to get chapter snatches the way y'all talking.
She
This is
at 21
crazy.
now.
Y'all bugging out. Y'all bugging out. Y'all about to get. I'm paper all the way.
There's nothing.
Nothing at all.
Please. That's it. I love y'all all, man. I love y'all all.
Shout out to Truth.
It's crazy. It be the old heads that went
Not
with
beef.
first that be snatching. That's the crazy thing. That'd be the crazy thing.
Say it
Yeah,
again.
I need to shut up because
Yeah, y'all need to chill because
they don't be playing around these parts.
Oh no, they don't.
I
They
just
don't.
said a poem. That's it. I just,
Just a
I be
poem?
reading. I know
Yes.
poetry. I'm
And
well
it's
versed.
like it's a very inspirational poem.
It is
Funny.
extremely.
Yeah, funny. He said discretion is key. He is hilarious. He is.
We all watch School Days. Everybody
No,
know
he
that.
is
Everybody.
funny. He needs a link for Glow. You get the link for Glow? Is that?
It's in the private chat. I
Yeah,
don't know
I
how
put
to
it up
put
there. I
it.
think I put it up there earlier, right? Let me put it up again.
D. Randall just subscribed. Nathan just subscribed.
How many you got so far? You got the what? 22, 23? What you got?
Let's see what shit.
Let me get some. Let's follow everybody, please. Everybody follow everybody.
Oh, I'm up to 23. Thanks,
23.
y'all.
Yeah, that's what we
23.
doing.
Thank
That's
you.
grateful.
should
I remember,
announce that
I remember
22.
I had my first 22.
Yes, right.
Yo, I was so happy. Y'all understand? That's what it's about, man. And continue to come back
Kristen,
Tuesday. You should come back. Both of you should both come back. And you
Sure.
know, what do you do for if you don't mind me asking, what do you do for a living besides love Darrell? What do you do for a living?
That's funny. I work in HR, so
Okay.
that's what a lot of my content is about. It's about how we can use professional development and personal development to kind of fuse those together and like be better people.
Mhm.
And I also am a career coach. So I
Okay.
help people with career strategy, interview coaching, all that good stuff.
Thank you, Textual Chatter. You need to come up here too, brother, one day. Thank you. Um, okay, and Ms. Nikki, what do you do? Let the world know, please, again.
I
It's about
am.
repeating yourself. You got to constantly repeat yourself. Trust me.
Yes, I'm presently a criminal defense attorney, and I'm also a coach focusing on faith-focused coaching, kind of helping women bring their light to life.
Right. Okay. Okay. And Mr. O, what do you do besides keep the player perspective?
We got lawyers up here. I am trying to get the head management position at Popeyes right now. That's all I do. I ain't nobody. I don't
Love
do
it.
anything.
If you
I
don't mind me,
just live.
you funny.
All I do is live, man. I just
Live.
live.
I like that. If you don't ask,
That's
mind me
it.
asking, Mr. Truth
I'm
never
just a
say
player.
what you do. If you don't mind me asking, you might meet some connects up here, whatever.
No, you good.
What do you do? What do you do
No,
besides like exotic girls? What do you do besides like exotic women?
see, yo gonna keep doing. Hey, Miss Nikki, don't pay no attention now. Do not pay no attention. He
Listen,
keep
I
trying
hear
to
no
do this
evil,
to
see no
me.
evil.
You
But
did say
hey,
that
listen.
though.
But we listen. He won't even be with a brown skin woman.
That's a lie.
Oh,
You said
listen, we
you
Y'all,
said
said
let's
it.
not
everybody
do
like
this.
That's
exotic
a
You
women.
lie.
said it.
Let's not do this.
You
We did say
said it.
exotic
But
women
I'm
in
asking
there.
you a
Let's not
question.
do
I'm
this.
asking you a question. True. What do you do besides love exotic women? What do you do?
Uh, yeah, I do transportation and transporting.
Okay,
So
logistics.
like I go to different businesses and instead of them get things shipped through a certain entity, I get them to use my business and I ship for them.
Okay, logistics. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. With that being said, I'm trying to see what.
And I practice in Pennsylvania. Whoever put that in the chat, I'm licensed in New York and Pennsylvania, but I only practice right now in Pennsylvania.
Okay. Okay. And this is not. You don't do anything federal.
No.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Whew.
I,
Sheesh.
go ahead.
They say you got a very nice page. D. Randall says Glow Code has a very nice page.
Yes.
Well, thank you.
So, did it go up? What you got so far before we get off this and we go to?
Listen, I need somebody to show me. I don't know. I have it where you can't see it on the page, so I got to go in there.
Somebody
And figure
tell
out
us, please, if you don't mind.
Yeah, you got to go to. I don't know how
my
Daryl
settings or
might be able to
something.
tell you. Yeah, it's in your settings somewhere.
But I
Yeah,
have like
you made your
200 and
subscribers
something.
private. Yeah, you made your subscribers private somewhere.
You
In
made
the,
content. You gotta go to your YouTube studios. Go to content. and you made it private someplace.
Okay, I'll figure that out tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, some people just like to, some people hide it until they get to a certain number, and then some people like to show people because they want to give people ownership in their growth. What I suggest, my last free advice for this YouTube thing, is best to show people where you're at because they see your growth. And
Okay.
then what happens, they feel a sense of ownership, right? And you got people that get mad at you. Sometimes they follow you, but you get them mad and they unfollow you, and then they follow you. It's a love and hate relationship. Don't take it personal. You don't know any of these people. You feel me? You don't.
Yeah.
Do not take it personal. Once you cut off, cut off. That's it. Simple. The problem is people get too personal, which is an indication of a mental health issue. You feel me, Truth? Oh, he's out.
Say that again.
Huh?
Say what you said again.
I said people get too personal with the YouTube thing. It's a sign of it's an indication of a mental health issue.
Oh yeah, no, that's a fact. Like I, I just witnessed it for 2 days straight, bro. Like we're gonna talk about it on Jen's show because I
Oh,
can't believe it, man. I just don't understand how people be moving, man.
right. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's go, everybody. I'm out. Thank you for the panelists. I appreciate
Bye,
you.
everybody.
See you again. And trust me,
y'all.
next year, if you ain't cool with me, I don't care what time you're coming on. I'm on. I'm going on. I'm going on every day. The money, I'm going for that bag. I saw some of the money came in today. I'm getting that bag. Anyway, you take care. Bye.